Trojans on three. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome, football fans, to another exciting season of Hamilton County Trojan football. Now, let's take you down to the field for tonight's broadcast here on your voice for Hamilton County and North Florida. Talk 107.5.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Swanee Valley Tide pregame show, coming to you live on WJHC Talk 107.5. We're broadcasting from Brown McGinn Field at Veterans Memorial Stadium, home of your Hamilton County High School Fighting Trojans, bringing you the action tonight and every Friday night throughout the year. I am Ryan Mitchell. With me, as always, Josh Altman. Josh, another Friday night, man. Great place to be.
We're here. We're here pending that contract negotiations. I don't know how your agent's working out on yours.
Well, my people are working on it.
They're working on it? Okay, we're renegotiating. But you're exactly right, man. Here we are back at Veterans Stadium at Brown McGinn Field. Just a great Friday night. The rain clouds have gone away. I saw all over the area. We got some games already delayed, but not here in Jasper. It's going to be a great night for football. If you're at home listening to us, looking for something to do, come on out to the stadium tonight, as your Trojans will be taking on the North Florida Christian Eagles out of Tallahassee, a very good football team, currently ranked number 5 in Class 2A. So your Trojans looking to pick up their first win of the season, and it could happen here tonight, Ron.
Well, I sure do hope so, and it doesn't get, as you mentioned, much easier as the number 5 in Class 2A ranked North Florida Christian Eagles are in town tonight. Going to be a lot of red and black like there was last week, as those are North Florida Christian's colors, as well as your Fighting Trojans. Josh, let's go ahead and kick things off like we always do. Take a look back at last week's game and get you set up for kickoff here at 7:30. So go ahead. Last Friday night, we welcomed the Indians of Fort White into town and came up just a little bit short in a quest for our first win of the year. We fell to the Indians 24-14. Josh, before we get into the game, I just want to take a second and commend all of the staff and faculty involved in recognizing the veterans and public service personnel at halftime, including the joint effort by the bands both from Hamilton County High School and Fort White High School. What a great show.
Everybody like you said, everybody put forth a whole lot of effort in that, and it went off without a hitch, man. We were able to honor our veterans and all service workers, as last Friday night was September 11th, and the Hamilton County Trojan staff, players, teaching staff, everybody, administration, everybody went out in full force as we did honor our vets last Friday night. As getting to the football game, Ryan, you just talking about, we weren't able to quite come up as we fell 24-14, but man, I tell you what, it seems like the same thing week in, week out. Through the first 3 games, we are just snake bit, dude, when it comes to turnovers. There's really no other way to describe it, as it's just been a problem for us all year long. Man, we turned the ball over 6 times, plus had a field goal block, which led to a field goal. And, talking to Coach Stebbins last night on the Coach's Show, once again, thank you for letting me fill in with you. You're busy on your
here, man. I've been career there. I appreciate you taking care of it.
Yeah, that's right. As we got some news coming up in the last half of our Swanee Valley Tire Coach's Show, Swanee Valley Tire pregame show about the Coach's Show next week, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But getting back to the game, Ryan, we did. We lost the ball 6 times, had a field goal blocked. Man, the coaches are working. They're working in practice. They're working on ball security. But I'll tell you what, man, me and you've been doing this. This is now our 3rd year broadcasting together. Have you ever seen a team, us or another team, just deal with turnovers like this?
Not that I can remember. It's amazing how some of the time the ball just ends up on the ground. It's just the strangest thing ever. Like a couple weeks ago in Taylor County, DeMarco was running by himself near the sideline. The ball just falls right out of his hand. A couple of those turnovers, when you start out 0-3 like we are, some of it comes from pressing, and some of it's just bad luck. If you get into advanced statistics like people have from the NFL, and for some of those things, you'll see that a lot of it just is, some teams are just lucky, some teams are not. So tonight, the key to victory for the Trojans is definitely going to be, first and foremost, you got to hold on to the football for sure. Josh, as you mentioned earlier, the game started out well. We forced a 3 and out. We put a good drive together. It stalled with the blocked field goal. How encouraging was it for you to come out and see the offense kind of click right off the bat and move the ball down the field?
Ryan, looking at the video, and the Trojans coaching staff has brought a new aspect, because we have a man lift in the end zone now, and we're able to see a kind of a completely different angle of the football game. If you watch that opening drive, Ryan, and again, talking with Coach Stebbins and even just film study by ourselves, dude, there was like 7 plays. That was a 13-play drive. 7 of them could have went for a touchdown. I mean,
wow.
there was just one block, just one missed block here, or a couple of times we cut back up to the middle, where if we'd have cut back to the outside and used our speed, we could have took it to the house, man. Just so many missed opportunities on that opening drive, and you go back and look at it and say, man, what we're doing is working. It kind of pumps you up a little bit. Hey, it's working. But again, man, just those turnovers have just come at such the wrong time. And like you alluded to, man, it's not other teams making contact with us at the right time. It just seems to be a lot of just ball handling, just all wrapped up into one. So it was good. The offense did look good right off the bat. Defense looked good as we just wasn't able to put the ball in the end zone. We were finally able to get in the end zone in the second quarter. 9-yard touchdown run by DeMarco, and Cornelius Anir added a 2-point conversion with that swing and gate, which made it a 10-8 ball game, which that was the score going into halftime. And a couple of stats for the game. DeMarco had 13 carries for 64 yards. Javiel just continues to be a one-man wrecking crew at the quarterback position, 21 carries for 103 yards. Again, it looks like we're sitting into a rhythm on offense. It's looking good as this running game really is capable of doing some great things. We just have to hang on to the dadgum football.
We do, and it's so disheartening to have a good drive put together and then just have it taken away from you. The running backs were running hard. The kids, the first thing we need to say, and we say it I think every Friday night, is the kids are playing so hard. And you never fault their effort. Now, execution, you get on a little bit, whether it's a lack of focus or just not being prepared or whatever happened. But like you said, when we tried to allude to it all year on the radio, we're just this close to breaking through. We're this close to breaking a trap or a power for 50 yards to a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. We are a few plays and just one or two big plays from sitting 3-0, Ryan. I mean, that's how close it is. We've been in every single ball game, even with Union County, who is currently undefeated. Man, we took them down to the wire. Taylor County, second game, had them deep into the third quarter. We were up 14-0. And then, of course, last week against Fort White, on the stat sheet, Ryan, I think we outgained them almost 2-1. We had almost 380 yards of offense, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere right in there. They had around a little over 200. So, I mean, we just completely whipped them on the field, and it's almost kind of like the complete opposite of last year when we went over to Fort White. That was a game where we should have never come out of there with a victory. Sloppy game by the Trojans, a weather delay, just nothing went right. We were able to make about 3 or 4 big plays to put points on the board, and Fort White was the team shooting themselves in the foot. So it was a complete 180 from last year. So we've been on both sides of the board with that against Fort White.
And we talked to Coach Stones about that a couple weeks ago when you and I had a minute to talk with him and say, man, you may be a victim of all the good luck we had last year. You may get in the curse of the bad luck now. But it is what it is. You get to play football every Friday night, and that's going to get you excited. Josh, we did score our final points of the game, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. 9-yard touchdown pass from Javiel Jones to Markeem Ingram. Markeem had a big catch down the sideline, and we talked about it last week. He's really learning how to use his body. He's a big basketball player. It's just like blocking people out. He's learning how to use his body to shield people off. How impressed have you been with his growth so far this season?
He's getting there, man. He really is. And if he can continue to progress week in and week out, I really feel like when we get into the key games, our district games, he's going to really be a weapon for us, for the Trojans. Ryan, he's a senior on the roster. He is a 6th grader on the football field. And what I mean by that is he hasn't played football since really Pee-wee, rec league ball. Yeah. He's been a basketball guy. Decided to come out his senior year and see if he can help out the Trojan football team. And I really believe he will. But he's got to just understand his skills and how much skill he has at that wide receiver position. Like you said, last week a couple of times the ball was underthrown. Man, he boxed them out.
Yeah.
And now he has to get that timing down where he goes up, catches the ball at the peak, because I put him up against any DB a one-on-one, jumping up and getting the ball. I think we're going to see that a little bit more as the season goes on and he gets more comfortable in his role on this offense. Speaking of role on the offense, man, I did want to mention sophomore quarterback Austin Griffin. Man, what a spark plug he was last week. Coming in off the bench led us to our first touchdown drive. As on that drive, he had 6 carries for 40 yards and even had a couple of jukes here and there. Looking good at the quarterback position. But I tell you what, man, took a couple of shots last week and had to sit out the second half, and he is sitting out again this week. But, man, what a spark he brought off the bench last week. I do want to give that young man his credit.
For sure. I was able to spend some time with him Saturday as a little birthday party he had this past week, so happy birthday. a little belated to Austin. But, man, I told him the first run he had, he put his foot in the ground and waited for a safety to go by, and then he turned it back up the field, and we were like, where has that been? Where did that come from? We know his game is a drop-back passer, strong arm, pro-type guy that you expect to lead one of those offenses. And then when he comes in the game, people aren't expecting it, and he's going for 20 yards down the field, 15 yards down the field. Did early in the year, he had a little fumble down near the goal line that we were interested to see how he would bounce back from that. And he's a very smart young man, very intelligent young man, and just he bounced back from it. He said, you know what, I'm a better player than that, and he showed it. Unfortunately, got a little ding on him, so he's going to be sitting out tonight. Hopefully get a good report next week when he goes to the doctor, and he'll be back with us. An important note to mention was, as we look down there at the sideline, we're still missing Xavier Gandy, who was counted on to be one of our key linemen, and the Bull, Malik Randolph, going to be out for a little while.
You're right, Ryan. When you're playing 1A football, and at any given time you have 20 to 25 football players on the roster, you have three key guys right now standing on the sideline out due with injuries, and just in different injuries for different lengths of time. But I tell you what, man, it hurts. It really does. You're trying to find younger guys. I mean, it's almost unheard of, Ryan. We've got ninth graders out here on the team really contributing. 5 or 6 years ago, that was unheard of to have a ninth grader out there on the football field. But now that's just how the sport has evolved to where you've got these kids that can really contribute. So when you have your seniors, your older guys, leaders out there on the field out to injury, it doesn't really help out the situation. So not using it as a scapegoat, but that's just the facts. It's the facts right here for Hamilton County Trojan football at this moment. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, Ryan, before we get into North Florida Christian, senior defensive lineman Ahmad Gandy was the high tackler as he had 6.5 tackles, 2.5 for loss and 1 sack. Speaking of the tackles for loss, Ryan, I think we've racked up about 36, 37 tackles for loss so far through the first 3 games of the season. Defense is doing a good job. We've put them in some bad situations offensively, but I really feel like, they're going to be the ones that's going to break us through. They're going to continue to work hard. That offense is going to get going, and we'll see how that works out. Speaking of a couple other defensive guys, we got James Gandy had 5 tackles, Kendrick Carter 4.5. I tell you what, man, Kendrick's developing into a great defensive back. As we've got a couple other guys that have kind of really fallen off a little bit. 35 Darrell Walker didn't have the best game last week. Hopefully we can have him bounce back this week.
Well, it's kind of like we talked about with James Gandy a week ago. May not always show up in the stats, but he's always there. And Darrell was always around the play, but didn't quite get credit for a lot of the tackles. But he was there. And you go back to Kendrick. Let's go back to the Jefferson County game last year to wrap up the district championship in Monticello. Kendrick comes in, gets I'm not going to say his first real action, but it was clear that they were going to stay away from LaMarcus. And they were going to try to attack Kendrick. And they score on the long pass play kind of early in the ballgame. Kendrick misses a tackle, and then he shut him down the rest of the night. And you could really see from that point that he was growing into a very good, very aggressive defensive back. And it has continued so far this year as he's just continuing to grow and get better every week. And having a little technical difficulty here, but we'll work through it like we always do. But going back to Kendrick, he's putting in the time. He's putting in the time in the weight room. He's working hard on the practice field. He's getting some carries on offense, and that's giving him a little bit of spark. So tonight he's going to be tested a little bit to see if he can't slow down this posted North Florida Christian Eagles basketball.
You're right, Ryan. You're speaking of this North Florida Christian team. That's who we have here tonight at Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Jasper as they come in here with a 2-2 record, currently ranked number 5 in Class 2A. Had an interesting game last week as they played 7A, played up 5 classifications. Failed to them as they lost to Child 17-7. One of those games, man, where they're right down the road from one another, big emotional type game, but North Florida Christian held their own. As me and you get prepared for the game, Ryan, what have you seen so far on film? We'll just run the offensive food first. How do you see their offense coming out and attacking this Black Swarm defense?
They're going to spread us out. That's what they're going to do. They're going to try to throw the ball and see if they can't get us, like you said, in space. As we speak, the Hamilton County High School Air Force Junior ROTC is colors, and the Hamilton County High School Fighting Church Marching Band is coming out to play the national anthem. So we're going to send it back to the station for a 3-minute timeout. You're listening to Trojan Football with WJHC Talk on 7.5.
And welcome back to the Swanee Valley Time pregame show. I am Josh Altman. Along with me is Ryan Mitchell as we are getting ready for the Trojans to take on the North Florida Christian Eagles out of Tallahassee tonight. Before we preview tonight's game, I want to mention some other things going on here around the high school. Next Thursday night from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Wendy's located here at I-75 right down from the high school. The Trojan players and coaching staff will be there as from 6 to 9, everything sold at Wendy's, a portion of those proceeds will go to the football team. So be sure to come by, have dinner with us. Going to have a little added incentive as we are going to be having the Swanee Valley Tire Coaches Show from 7 to 7:30 live at Wendy's next Thursday night. So be sure to come out, support these young men, the coaches, and myself and Ryan Mitchell will be there along with Coach Stebbins as we will be bringing you the Coaches Show live from Wendy's next week. Also, tonight, Dairy Queen, right here at I-75 from 9 to 11 after the football game. The volleyball team will be also doing a fundraiser at Dairy Queen. All the portion of the proceeds from 9 to 11 will go to the volleyball team. And I kind of want to mention the volleyball team, Ryan, right now. On a 5-game winning streak, as they are now 5-4 on the season, picking up big wins over Madison County, Jefferson County, Taylor County, also a big win over Columbia County, a 6A volleyball team. So congratulations to Coach Perez and those Lady Trojan volleyball players as they are riding a 5-game winning streak. And this upcoming schedule is pretty tough. Monday we will face that team from across the river. Those Swanee Bulldogs will be coming to Jasper. Game times at 5 and 6. Tuesday, we welcome the Mayo Hornets, district rival. Need to pick up a big win there. Also, that game at 5 and 6. And then Thursday at home against Madison at 5 and 6. So 3 opportunities to come see the girls volleyball team as they are on a roll right now, winning 5 in a row.
Hey, congratulations to the girls and to the Perez's. It was a great atmosphere to be out there the other night as we took down the Tigers of Columbia High School 4-5 in a row. Went to 5 sets, man. I tell you what, I never thought I'd get that excited about high school volleyball. Now, I do have to tell people, there is a place on YouTube where I have filmed the man himself, Josh Altman, at one of these said volleyball games as a spectator. And I tell you what, if you think he gets into it on the radio, you should see him in person. He gets into it. It's fantastic. And what was it, about 3/4 of the way through, you realized that you were actually on the camera?
Yeah, it took about 20-25 seconds when I realized, as a lot of y'all know, my daughter, Hannah Altman, is the setter for the Lady Trojans volleyball team, man. I couldn't be more proud of her and the coaching staff and the whole team, as, man, they have just come out on fire here. As actually, like I said, they're 5-4. 2 of their losses were in 5 sets, so they've played some very good volleyball. And I do get into it. Being her softball coach for so long, I've rarely had the opportunity to just kind of sit back and be a fan, be a spectator, and it's tough. It is different to being able to sit there and not be able to do a whole lot, but cheer them on and get involved. So it is a lot of fun.
Well, I tell you what, too. Speaking of a lot of things going on, being involved. You know, I'm a big fan of the Denver Broncos. They played last night, won a ball game. I'm an alum of Florida State, who kick off at 8 o'clock. Why are we playing football on a Friday night? This is for the high school kids. I don't understand it, man.
You talk about multitasking. My goodness, man. We've got iPads. We've got phones. I think we're going to have a football covered from here to the Big Bend, all over the Big Bend, man. As a lot of games going on tonight. Yeah, rare. Florida State football on a Friday night.
Thanks, ACC and ESPN. That's very very kind of you to schedule that. You know, and I'm sure you've learned you're a businessman. Money talks, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So it is what it is, but we'll do our best to keep up with the Seminoles. I'll also bring you all the action tonight as your Trojans again host the Eagles of North Florida Christian. The Trojans have sent their captains out. Going to be the Bull, Malik Randolph, number 8, number 6, Andrew Graham, and number 52, Austin Graham are your captains. So we'll get you some North Florida Christian captains if they get here.
As soon as they decide to come back out on the field, they were out early, man. We got here about 6 o'clock, and they took to the field about 6:10. So they were out there warming up for quite a while. As now they have not showed back up. So
they decided to go home.
Yeah, maybe so. That is a nice charter bus sitting over there, and I don't see it looks empty. So I don't think that'll be the case. As we are getting ready for football here in Hamilton County. Ryan, as we just take a quick look, kind of an expedited look over the North Florida Christian Eagles. Defensively, they're going to be pretty tough. They've got some good guys over there. What can you tell us about this defense that'll kind of going to keep us on our toes tonight?
So it seems like a recurring theme. You could probably just play our pregame show from the previous 4 weeks. They're fast, they're aggressive. One thing that stood out to me was that their linebackers get what we say downhill and downhill fast. As soon as they read run, they're going to shoot their gaps. Whatever their responsibility is, they get there and they come with an intent to put you on the ground. They're very big. We noticed pregame on the field. Their skill positions, they're pretty big. I mean, they're tall, they're athletic. Have we heard that before?
Yes, we have.
Every other week?
Every week. I'm telling you, man, this is a tough schedule the Trojans have put together for this year. Speaking of being skilled and fast, if you're needing some tires for your vehicle, Swanee Valley Tire, sponsor of the Swanee Valley Tire pregame show, is available at Dock Henry down there on Highway 41, downtown Jasper, right across from Hardee's. If you're looking for new tires for your vehicle, tires, rims, or just any kind of issue you got going on, go see Doc and Ed Hendry. Let them know that you heard us, me and Ryan, talking about them here on Talk 107.5, and tell them you appreciate them sponsoring the Swanee Valley Tire pregame show, and the Swanee Valley Tire scoreboard update, and the Swanee Valley Tire red zone. I think that's it. So we've got a list of sponsors. I'm going to run through them real quick. Jasper Auto Napa, Hamilton County Farm Bureau, sponsor of the Hamilton County Farm Bureau halftime show. We'll talk more with them during the halftime. First Federal Savings Bank of Florida, located right across from Jasper Auto Napa. Rick Judy, attorney at law over there in Live Oak, the aforementioned Swanee Valley Tire, and also Alvin Burnham, CPA, located in Jennings, all sponsors of Hamilton County Trojan football.
No doubt about it. Josh, do have some faithful listeners. I know we have a lot of people who tune into us week in and week out. I do know the good doctor, Dr. Ben Norris, dentist here in Hamilton County for a long, long time, great family friends of ours. He tunes in every Friday night, and I know he's listening tonight, so do want to give a big shout-out and say thanks to him, and maybe we can name him the Trojan Football Broadcast Fan of the Week.
There you go. Yeah, we'll give it to him. There we go. We got a prize back here for him somewhere.
Yep.
I also have one more announcement, and I'll tell you what, it gets longer and longer. Next Friday night, September the 25th, 6 p.m., at First Baptist Church in Jasper, we'll be sponsoring an archery shoot. Come out, show your skills off. It'll be right behind the church. They have all the targets set up, everything, free of charge, going to feed you, and got cash prizes. So come on out. Archery shoot September the 25th, 6 p.m. That's next Friday night. The Trojans will be on the road. We'll be in Bradford County with the Stark Tornadoes, taking them on or the Bradford Tornadoes in Stark. Yeah, that's right. So come on out, bring your radio, turn the radio on, and y'all have a good time shooting archery and showing off your skills there. As hunting season actually starts tomorrow, Ryan. I know you're a big hunter there.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway, we just want to get that out for Jason Melvin. Will be hosting that event. Your Hamilton County Farm Bureau insurance agent will be hosting that event. So make sure you mark your calendars for that also.
Josh, real quick, while the captains come out, again, we mentioned this, the Graham brothers and the bull, Malik Randolph, is out there kind of hobbling towards midfield for the Eagles. Looks like it's going to be number 19, Drew Inman, number 25, Tredez Jones, number 21, TJ Ashley, and number 22, Phil Gardner, the second. So, man, what a great night for football out here, right?
Oh, yeah, it is. Perfect weather for football, man. Just a couple of clouds in the sky, the sun's setting, the lights are bright, and we're ready to play some football against a very, very talented team. Looking ahead, Ryan, some other stuff going on in the area we can throw out there as a couple of district opponents. Bell host Eagles View Christian after falling to Panama City Bozeman 24-14 last week. Madison County took a whooping last week against a nationally ranked Wakulla in Madison. That's one of those.
You're going to be sad about that.
Yeah, seriously, it was a 37-0 ball game, but Wakulla, they could whoop some college teams right now. They have plenty of D1 talent just waiting to go to college.
The quarterback's committed to LSU.
I think they have a wide receiver that could have his pick.
Well, he was committed to FSU. He's going to go probably to Alabama or Georgia.
That's a smart man. Smart man. Jefferson County and Lafayette, two district opponents, will actually play each other tonight in Monticello, or is that tomorrow? No, that is tonight. As Jefferson County was off last week, Lafayette fell to Cedar Creek Christian 30-26 at home. Interesting to see after our broadcast tonight, Ryan, who comes out on top of that ball game. Is that will really kind of set the district in line.
if I were a betting man, which I'm not, I'm going to go with the Tigers in that one. Tigers defense looks very tough again this year, and the Hornets are having some trouble moving the ball on offense. So we'll see how it comes out, man. That's why we play the game every Friday night, right?
That's exactly right.
Never know. So as we're getting ready, both the teams getting ready to come out onto the field, we're going to send it back to the station for one more 1-minute timeout. You've been listening to the Swanee Valley Tire pregame show on WJHC Talk 107.5.
Now back to the action on Talk 107.5.
Even with Ric Flair.
Welcome back to the broadcast on WJHC Talk 107.5 as your Trojans getting ready for kickoff here against the Eagles of North Florida Christian. And as Josh alluded to, the Trojans just came out on the field to the Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, to his entrance. And I just love that. I'm waiting for the day that Coach Stebbins comes out in the Ric Flair robes and turns around right there at midfield and gives us a big woo.
Trivia. Do you know what the actual name of that song is?
No, I did not.
2001, A Space Odyssey.
Oh, okay. All right.
So listen to that on the way to school this morning.
You also, at work, we also found out, too, that your son, Jagger, is a fan of Enter Sandman by Metallica.
He does. He got pumped up this morning on the way to daycare. So that's right. I think that is a good sign for things to come here for the Hamilton County Trojans. And we are set to receive the opening kickoff of the night, Ryan. Hopefully that offense can get out there and get started like they did. They want to do everything right like they did against Fort White, except this time let's put that ball in the end zone.
All right, well, if you were sitting in the box with us, which unfortunately you're not, we'll be moving from right to left. And there's the kick, as the Eagles are going to kick it high, fielded by James Gandy at about the 25. He fumbles it a little bit, picks it up, got a little bit of running room, headed towards the sideline, and he stays on his feet, going to get it out near about the 44-yard line to give James a return of about 20 yards there. Trojans going to have good field position to start the first quarter.
Definitely good field position. Got that out. Good field position right here in the center of the field. I'm trying to see about the 44-yard line, as had lots of running room, was number 5, James Gandy. Looked good there, as the Trojans will get started here, as looks like number 11, Javier Jones, will be our quarterback, taking control of this Hamilton County Trojan offense.
Give James Gandy a return of 19 yards on the play there, and Javier will come out and lead the Trojans on first down. Going to come out with 2 receivers to either side, 2 slot backs, 1 to either side, and the running back behind him is going to be number 4, DeMarco Webb. Kevon Webb and Kendrick Carter join him in the slot backs. Markeem Ingram, Ethan Stebbins are your 2 receivers. Going to bring Kendrick across the motion. First snap's going to go to Javier. He's going to hit a little lead, follow the first guy through, keeps it, and going to be tackled maybe a gain of 1, as Eagles got a good stop there.
They certainly did, Ryan. I'll already tell you an improvement I saw over last week already. The offensive line got a great push right there. We did miss a block on the right side, but that offensive line got a good 5-yard push, and we continued to block. Last week, we fell off our blocks a little bit too early for the coaching staff, and for my liking, but coaching staff's a little bit more important. Yeah, good start for the Hamilton County Trojan offensive line.
All right. Second down, 9 yards to go for the Trojans. Javier takes the snap, turns the wrong way, or DeMarco ran the wrong way, nothing doing. Javier just puts his head down and moves forward for another yard. Going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Trojans.
As we're just running right into the heart of that Eagle defense, man, they've got some bulls up in the middle, Ryan. Some stout young players, let's just put it that way. Those kids are built well. As that linebacker core for the Eagles is very athletic. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Trojans.
3rd down and 8 from the 46. Javier brings Kendrick in motion. Going to roll to his left, looking to throw. Got it completed out to Kendrick across the 50, and he's going to be stopping upended just short of the first down. If he'd have put his head down and moved forward, he might have had it, but he stopped and tried to make a guy miss. Didn't work. Going to bring up 4th and short for the Trojans.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Ryan. Had the first down. I mean, it was right there in our grass. All he had to do was turn up the field, and we had it. He was just going to try to, like you said, juke and make a couple of guys miss, but that Eagle defense was right there on him in the flats. Good play, but it just wasn't good enough. It's just going to bring up our first punting situation of the night on the 4th and 3.
Trey Weary back to punt for your Trojans. Long snapper is going to be number 28, Zach Morgan. Good kick by Trey. Going to be fielded by the Eagles at about the 20. And that Black Swarm special teams not having any more of that, as they're going to stop him at about the 23-yard line. So good start there for the Black Swarm.
That was a good start. Good job to get down the field. I tell you what, Ryan, little things that you miss. I'm talking about last year. Ethan Land was he would be the long snapper. Man, he could fly down the football field. He was a great tackler, as kind of looked reminiscent. The guys got down there real quick, had nowhere to go, as the Eagles will set up camp. Looks like about the 23-yard line.
Your quarterback for the Eagles tonight is going to be number 10, Avery Thomas, just a sophomore. Going to go twin receivers to the left, one receiver to the right, tight end to the top of the formation as well. Thomas going to drop the pass, turns, got a curl, complete over the middle, and give the Eagles a first down. Kendrick Carter, Andrew Graham in on the tackle. That pass was complete to number 40, Jonathan Phillip, also a sophomore. Give him a gain out to the 38-yard line, being to 15.
Okay, we're going to make some adjustments here, as they will tear us up on a little 5-yard slant. That's one of their favorite plays to go to, as the Eagles are ready to hike the ball.
First and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Still scoreless here early in the first quarter, 9 minutes, 26 seconds left to go. Thomas going to take the snap, hand it off to the first guy through. That's going to be number 16, Corey Thomas. He gets it out near midfield, good enough for 12 yards and another Eagle first down.
That's right. That was number 6, Andrew Graham, in on the tackle. And I tell you what, it's not good when your safety's making the tackle on the running play. As Trojan defense, the Black Swarm's got to make a few adjustments here. As I tell you what, man, this Eagle offense, they can get you on the run and the pass. Going to have to play disciplined football tonight.
Yeah, they got a good pace about them too. No huddle. Going to hand the ball off to Corey Charles again. He's hitting the backfield by that Black Swarm defense, and no gain on the play. Going to bring up second down and 10, and we finally said, all right, guys, we got this figured out. Let's stop it now. We just got to keep it up.
That's right. We got the butterflies out of our system. We gave them 2 plays, and now the Black Swarm comes alive. Going to be second and 11 as the Trojan defense gets set here.
All right. Going to go twin receivers to the right, one receiver to the left. Thomas going to take the snap, hand it off to Corey Charles again, and he's going to be in the backfield, drop for a loss of 3, and just took us 2 plays to warm up, Josh. Here we are.
That's right. Now we're into a situation. We're in a third and long. Eagles have a great passing game, so we can kind of expect the pass here. Going to put the pressure on our defensive backs, and pretty much that's where I want the pressure. We want the pressure on defensive backs, maybe possibly get a pick 6 here.
Thomas stays in the shotgun. Trip receivers to the right, one back beside him. Going to hand it off to Corey Charles. It's going to be a reverse to the backside. He's got a couple blockers, and he's going to slide. His knee hit the ground, but he popped back up, and they said he never went down. That's going to be a first down for the Eagles all the way down to the 31-yard line.
Well, that right there is why I'm not a defensive coordinator. I thought it was definitely a passing situation for the Eagles. They come with the reverse. And, Ryan, maybe you can enlighten me on the rules here. I thought when you go down, your knee hits, you're down. I didn't think you had to be touched.
I didn't either, but maybe he didn't hit the ground, but as it stands, it's going to be a first down for the Eagles at the 31-yard line of the Trojans.
That was some good blocking by the wide receiver for the Eagles, as he was able to get the Trojans in on that.
Thomas going to turn, straight drop, loose to throw, has it complete inside the 10-yard line to number 24, Nate Schaefer, as Kendrick Carter comes up to lay a big hit on him, but it's going to be a first and goal for the Eagles at the 9-yard line.
Just a straight seam route, Ryan, there. Not a whole lot flashy. Just kind of goes, finds an open spot, and just kind of sits down as the number 10, Avery Thomas, able to find him as he's come out throwing the ball well. And I don't see a flag on that. Yep, ineligible receiver downfield.
And the referee has turned the wrong way to tell us about it. All right.
That's the first. That's the first. You know, we have a very big press box over here. We have 2. Yeah, 2 press boxes over here. He felt the need to tell the Woods on the other side of the field what the penalty was. Interesting.
All right, so it's going to be an ineligible receiver downfield. Going to be a 5-yard penalty from the original spot. So take that big play away from the Eagles, as it's going to be first and 15. Thomas going to take the snap, hand it off to Corey Charles, looking for running room up the middle. That Black Swarm's not having any of it. DeMarco Webb's the man that brings him down, give him a gain of 1 or 2 on the play, and that's going to be about it.
And that's what the defense is going to have to do, Ryan. We're going to have to gain tackle. These running backs for the Eagles, man, they are tough. Number 16, Corey Charles, a senior, he's built like a running back, man. He'll run over you, through you, and around you. So good job by the Hamilton County Trojans defense of standing him up. Going to be second and 13 now, as quarterback 10, Avery Thomas, looks to the sideline for the play.
6 minutes, 44 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Ball sits at the 34-yard line of the Trojans. Thomas going to take the snap, straight drop, supposed to throw, sets up a screen, and going to be complete. See where they finally run him out of bounds. That good pursuit there by DeMarco Webb. Going to be short of the first down at about the 26-yard line. Give him a gain of 8. Bring up 3rd down and 5.
You're right. DeMarco Webb pretty much had that play all to himself as he was able to fight off the block and then run downfield and make the tackle, push him outside to make the tackle. So good job there. Going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Eagles as the ball rests on the 23-yard line.
Thomas in the shotgun for the Eagles. Going to take the snap. Hand it off to the first guy through. He's going to break through, have enough for an Eagle first down all the way down at about the 19-yard line.
That was another senior, number 22, Phil Gardner, with the carry as he was able to take it right up the gut for a first down for the Eagles. But I tell you what, the Eagles right here, Ryan, North Florida Christian, pass and running, they seem to be pretty crisp right now.
They are. Got a good, as we mentioned, that kind of no-huddle, hurry-up offense they're running, just trying to catch the Trojans misaligned. We're going to have an official break for a water break timeout with 5 minutes and 47 seconds left to go here in a scoreless first quarter. We'll be right back with more action. You're listening to Trojan Football on WJHC Talk 107.5.
Now let's get back to the game on Talk 107.5.
All right, we're back to action here at Brown McGinn Field, Veterans Memorial Stadium. On 1st and 10 from the 20, the Eagles are able to complete a quick seam route to number 24, Ryan Jeffords. Nate Schaefer makes a couple guys miss, goes into the end zone, 6-0 Eagles.
And just like that, that passing game for the Eagles put 6 points on the board. Just kind of a 5-yard slant, but he was able to make a couple of Trojans miss in the secondary and take it in for the first points of the ball game. Trojans trail 6-0. 5 minutes, 17 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
Number 35, Matt McCarl, enters the lineup to attempt the extra point for the Eagles. Josh Melvin Brown came on with blitz there and almost got home. Actually hit the quarterback's arm, but he just had enough on it to complete the pass good enough for the Eagle touchdown, and the extra point attempt is going to be wide right, where we heard that one before, as the lead remains 6-0 for the Eagles. 5 minutes and the clock says 17 seconds. I can't believe that play took 30 seconds off the clock. So we'll see what it is.
Got to do some adjusting there.
Yeah.
As I believe the Trojan coaching staff will make some adjustments on defense as the Eagles we had them in some 3rd and long situations, but we just wasn't able to really get them off the field. The big key play in that drive right there, Ryan, had to be that reverse play on about 3rd and 15. I for sure thought North Florida Christian would have come out with a passing play, as that's why their coach is over there, and I'm in the radio booth as they come with a reverse and able to pick up big yardage and a first down.
Well, they knew that we would pin our ears back and come after rush, and they called us, and our guys realized it just a little bit too late. Fortunately, we stopped it, but not before they got a first down.
And you mentioned just a moment ago about the pressure we got on the quarterback. I believe that's going to be key moving forward in this ball game. Quarterback number 10, Avery Thomas, has a tendency to hang on to the ball just a tad bit too long. He's Tebowing back there, hanging on to it a little bit too long, which at least he is playing quarterback now. But that's a whole other story. But if the Trojan defensive front can get to him, maybe put some pressure on him, maybe force a bad throw or a turnover.
Number 17, Chris Jerry, has it teed up for the Eagles. Going to kick a spiral that is picked up by number 22, Cornelius Lanier at about the 20. He gets it out to the 30, and I tell you what, that Eagles special team was waiting on him there.
Yeah, wasn't able to get a good return as we did the first time with number 5, James Gandy, as that was just a minimal return yardage. The Trojan offense will take control of the football around let's see where they set the ball, about the 30-yard line. Let's see if the Trojan offense can pick up their first down of the game as they were forced to a 3-and-out. Had a couple of plays, had a good pass play here into the flats, as Trojan wide receiver just wasn't able to get upfield to get the first down. Had the room, but just wasted a little bit of time trying to juke left and right if we got another opportunity now. Second drive of the ball game.
Sophomore quarterback again, number 11, Javier Jones in the backfield, brings Kendrick across in motion. Going to run a quick option to the right, pitches it out to number 4, DeMarco Webb. Got a little bit of running room, going to be close to a first down. And give him a first down in a game of about 13 yards there as DeMarco says, I'll take it, thank you.
That's exactly right. I think I want to see our Trojan offense maybe test the speed of this Eagle defense, maybe sideline to sideline type deal instead of running right through the heart. Maybe set up something up the middle, maybe a screen. Maybe a screen.
Hey, that's next to the halfback pass might be my favorite play. Give the Trojans a first down. Ball sits at their own 44-yard line. Going to bring Kendrick in motion, right to left. Going to turn and hand the ball off to DeMarco on a quick trap up the middle. And give him a gain of 2 or 3 and nothing else. And they're finally going to tell him to stop piling up there. Be second down there for the Trojans.
Yeah, you talk about a pile-up. I think every player was in on either that tackle or that run as the Trojan offensive line continued to block, and the defenders tried to continue to make the tackle, and there was just kind of a standstill there. When it's all settled down, Trojans pick up a gain of 3. Going to be 2nd and 7 from the 45-yard line.
Josh, interesting alignment here from North Florida Christian. They're playing 2 high safeties, very deep off the ball. Javier takes a snap, rolls out to his left. Pass is going to be intercepted by number 32 of the Eagles. He's going to turn and take it back in for a touchdown, but it's going to come back due to a block in the back as Kendrick Carter set himself up to be blocked there. They kind of read that throw when we had run it previously and hurts the Trojans, but the points don't count as they'll bring it back due to a block in the back penalty.
Yeah, the Eagles will keep the ball as we pretty much set that play up, Ryan. You're exactly right. The play was set up beautifully. We had a guy out there who just floated the ball out into the flats a little bit too much, and number 32, like I said, that was Jalen Norwood, just come up with the interception. Or they actually have 2 number 32s.
Anyway, that was Jalen Norwood.
That was Jalen Norwood with the interception. As he did take it back into the end zone, but that is going to be negated due to a clipping penalty. So that looks like the Eagles will have the ball on about the 27-yard line. Not the start the Trojans were looking for on offense here tonight.
No.
Defense put right back out on the field as they did give up 6 points on the opening drive from North Florida Christian. A mixture of run pass that we just weren't quite able to figure out on the opening drive. Let's see what we can do right here.
All right. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Going to take the snap. Run the jet sweep this time to their sideline. Going to be close to a 1st down. Still on his feet. Finally brought down out of bounds, but looks like we got another penalty on the play right at the 1st down marker.
Kind of hard to see what that penalty is. But, man, I tell you what, the running back number 24, Nate Schaefer, took a shot over there on the far side of the field. Wasn't able to see which one of the Trojans that was to deliver that hit, but he dang sure felt it as he didn't land until he about got on the track. So good job there by defense laying the helmet to him. As still haven't seen a call from the official, Ryan. I missed that. I was running my mouth.
All right, looks like it's going to be a holding call. So back them up 10 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10.
Picked up the 1st down, so they back them up 10 yards. Like you said, going to be 1st and 10. Interesting call there.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Clock ticks down under about 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. The Eagles lead your Trojans 6-0. Going to turn him the ball off to Corey Tall. He's hitting the backfield, spins forward, finally brought down. Melvin Brown hangs on for dear life. Give him a gain of 1 on the play, and a great play there by that Trojan defense.
Yeah, defense doing a good job. Going to have to play assignment football here tonight, right? A lot of things going on with this Eagle defense. They got a lot of motion. They're in the pistol formation, much like we are. They can pass out of it. They can jet sweep out of it. There's so many different options. Trojans going to have to play very disciplined on defense tonight.
2nd down and 9 for the Eagles. Going to bring a man in motion. That's Schaefer. Thomas going to turn, snap, throws it out wide. And that Black Swarm defense led by Kendrick Carter and Melvin Brown and DeMarco Weber there to stop them for a minimal gain. I'll give them a loss. 3rd down and 10. And, hey, we jumped on that one.
Number 24, Nate Schaefer, he comes on motion to the near side of the field. He was trying to set the pick block as he was trying to set that wide receiver free, but it was not meant to be as the Trojan defense got all over that play. We're down to 2.5 minutes here to go in the first quarter. Your Trojans do trail 6-0.
3rd down and 10, ball sits at the 27-yard line. And the Eagles are going to take a timeout. We'll take a 1-minute timeout with them. 2 minutes, 25 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Your Trojans trail the Indians 6-0. We'll be right back with more action on WJHC Talk 107.5.
This hour of Hamilton County Trojan football is brought to you by the law office of Frederick J. Schutte. Give him a call, 386-362-2030, or visit his website at fjslawcenter.com. Remember to pick Rick for all your legal needs, specializing in criminal defense, personal injury, and immigration.
I'm driving black on black. Just got my license back. I've got this feeling in my feet.
Jasper Auto, your Napa Center, has been providing the right parts and know-how since 1965. As a family-owned and operated business built around quality, integrity, and expertise, Jasper Auto is committed to helping you get back or stay on the road with the right parts at the right price. And you can rest easy with Napa's nationwide warranty. Jasper Auto, open 6 days a week at 308 West Hatley Street in downtown Jasper. Your Napa Center.
Now back to the action on Talk 107.5.
Welcome back to Trojan football on WJHC Talk 107.5 on 3rd down and 10. The Eagles set up a screen play, have it complete to number 16, Corey Charles. He's going to have enough for a first down. And the Josh Black Swan defense got to get off the field on these 3rd down and long.
They do, man. 3rd down is killing us right now as the Trojans put them in situations as we just can't quite make the play to get off the field. 1st and 10 for the Eagles as they are driving deeper and deeper into Trojan territory. Trojans run on, looks like number 66, Fabian Reed, there to on the defensive line to try to help this pass rush.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball sits at about the 20. Thomas going to turn. Looks to throw, and look for a man on the slant route. He was looking for number 40. Jonathan Phillip. Ball goes through his hands, through Kinder's hands. As it stands, ball's incomplete.
All right, Ryan, let's do a little chalk talk right here. As that wide receiver, he's cutting in behind the linebackers and in front of the defensive backs. He's finding that zone right in there. What can we do defensively to kind of take away that area that's so wide open right now?
You got to either get some depth with your linebackers or tell your corners to step up a little bit, take away the inside, and play the deep ball. Thomas is going to fake it to Corey Charles, keeps it himself, looks for a little bit of running room. Kendrick comes up and meets him. Close to a first down. We had some yardage messed up, as that's going to be a first down at the 11-yard line. I'm sorry, I misspotted the ball earlier. So give Charles a gain down to the 11, where it'll be 1st and 10 from there.
We'll forgive you this time, Ryan. You got a lot going on over there. It's okay.
And I'm not even watching the Florida State game yet.
1 minute, 30 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. Your Trojans trail 6-0 against the North Florida Christian Eagles.
Ball sits at the 11. They can still get a first down right at the 1. Going to turn and hand the ball to Corey Charles this year. He dashes his way through that Trojan defense, and he's going to go in untouched for another Eagle touchdown.
Man, I tell you what, you talk about left and right. He cut right through the heart of this Trojan defense, and once he found an open seam to the right, he took it. Man, that was number 16, Corey Charles, been a big part of the Eagle offense here tonight as they take a early 12-0 lead. 1 minute, 14 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter of play. Eagles line up for the extra point. It was missed wide right the first time as they try to get the Trojans to jump off sides, and they do. So that will move the ball half the distance to the goal, which puts it on the
1 yard line.
Okay, I was waiting you to say like 1.5 yard line.
No, there's no such thing. Doesn't exist.
Oh, it says declined.
Penalty's declined.
Interesting.
It doesn't affect it any.
No.
Your kicker's used to kicking from there, so don't move it.
That's right.
Number 35, Matt McCardle, in to attempt the extra point for the Eagles. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and goes through the uprights and over Craig Newsom, filling in the crane there in the end zone. Score's going to be 13-0 in favor of the Eagles. Josh Trojans got to get something together on offense here.
Yeah, they do. Offensively and defensively, Ryan, as the Eagles are kind of making it look fairly simple right now with a mixture of run-pass option as they are just able to put the ball in the end zone. As the offense, we've only been able to muster 1 first down so far in our first 2 drives in the opening quarter of the game. Had some things that look good, man. I like the swing pass. I like the option. We just kind of put it all together as Coach Stevens and that staff over on the sideline right now coached them up, man. We got number 11, Javier Jones. You kind of just go over our lineup, Ryan. We're so young, man. We got a sophomore starting at running back. You've got, we alluded to earlier, a senior at wide receiver there. Hadn't really played much as far as that goes. So you've got a lot of guys that are learning on the fly. And then you think that you got an injury to Bull.
Yeah.
It just kind of stacks up. You got on and on and on.
All right, number 17, Chris Cherry, has it teed up for the Eagles. Going to take a short step, going to be a high pooch kick. That's going to drive Keon Webb back to about the 22-yard line. Then Kendrick Carter's going to pick it up, looks for some running room, and gets it back out to about the 24-yard line where the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. A lot of confusion there on that little pooch kick.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And that's kind of what I'm surprised. I thought North Florida Christian would be a team that would just kind of drive it into the end zone with that kickoff. They do like that pooch kick. Gives the kickoff team time to get down there and make the tackle, which they're doing very well. 1st and 10, Hamilton County Trojans, their third offensive drive of the ball game. Looking to get into Eagle territory for the first time tonight.
All right, Trojans going to go twin receivers to the side, bring Keon in motion from right to left. Javier takes the snap, going to fake it to DeMarco, keeps it himself. Nothing doing there in the middle of that North Florida Christian defense. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Trojans.
he continues to run hard, even when he gets stood up there at the line of scrimmage run. The referees finally have to blow that play dead as he was running right through the middle of the Eagle defense, and he wouldn't go down, and they wouldn't quit tackling. So
that's why you play football, man. Got to play through the whistle. Not until the whistle, through the whistle. All right, second down, short 8, long 7. Javiel's going to take the snap, hand it off to DeMarco on the trap. Oh, almost broke it loose as it was. He got thrown down from behind. Not before he gets it out to the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 4. We're going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Trojans.
Number 25, Trey Des Jones in on the tackle from his outside linebacker position. Good job by that young man as the Trojans were not quite able to pick up the first down, 3rd and 3.
Javiel going to take the snap. Was looking to run option, and nothing doing there is one of the running backs, or Javiel went the wrong way and going to come up a little bit short of the first down. See where they finally spot it.
Yeah, if you're at home listening, folks, you're exactly right. We kind of went with the option, but we didn't have an option.
Yeah.
His only option was himself. As that play right there was going. Yeah, that is the final play of the first quarter. So with that was the end of the first quarter. Your Trojans trailed the North Florida Christian Eagles 13-0. We'll be right back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Trojan Football on WJHC Talk 107.5.
Now let's get back to the game on Talk 107.5.
All right, on 4th down, Trey Weary gets off a good punt, going to drive the Eagle return man number 22, Matthew Dickey, back to about his 25-yard line. A 35-yard line. He's going to get it upfield to the 45, where he's brought down by number 6, Andrew Graham. Good coverage there by Andrew and that Black Swarm special teams.
Was good coverage by Andrew. You're exactly right. As the Eagles will take over on the 44-yard line. Let's see what the Trojan Black Swarm can do right now. So far, the two drives North Florida has had so far, we have not been able to stop them.
All right, going to be 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. 11 minutes, 47 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Quarterback is going to be number 10, Avery Thomas, in the shotgun, straight drop, looks to throw. Going to step up and gets it complete out to number 16, Corey Thomas, who stays in bounds. And, man, what great concentration and good catch there. So going to be 1st down, give him a gain of 11 down into Trojan territory at the 44-yard line.
You're right, 16, Corey Charles, just kind of out here in the flats, just biding his time. Quarterback Avery was able to find him. He bounced off his right shoulder pad, off his left hand, and I think off his helmet one good time, but he was still able to bring that in and get upfield for the 1st down.
Then it's send Trent receivers out to the right for the Eagles. One receiver to the left, one running back in the backfield with Avery Thomas. Going to take the snap, turns, quick throw out to Nate Schaefer on the right. Got some blockers out there. Turns it up the field. Going to be close to a 1st down. Depends on where they spot him. Give him a gain of 9. Going to bring up 2nd down and 1.
Right. I tell you what, this Eagle team, they are fast. They are fast all over. From the quarterback getting rid of the ball that quickly to the wide receivers, this team has speed all over the field tonight.
Well, and they play fast. That's tough for a lot of high school teams to do. So, hats off to them, but the Black Swarm's got to tighten up right here. 2nd down and 1 from the 35-yard line. Thomas going to take the snap, straight drop, looks to throw, gets some pressure, throws it up over the middle, and not down by Schaefer. If he didn't get a hand on that, might have been Andrew Graham, and a lot of room to run in front of him.
There was lots of room. That was a dangerous pass play by number 10, Avery Thomas, as he hung that one up just a little bit. Trojan secondary was all over it, just not quite able to wrangle in the interception. Would have been a big play, kind of what we need now, man. We need a spark from this Trojan defense right now to put some pep in the step of this Trojan team right now.
All right, 3rd down and 1 for the Eagles. Going to stay in the shotgun formation. Quarterback Avery Thomas going to take the snap, hand it off to the first guy through. He's going to have enough for a 1st down, but Melvin Brown and that Black Swarm defense there to bring him down after a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. That was number 4, Lynn Strange, on the carry for the Eagles.
14, Melvin Brown, just a freshman. He took him on one-on-one, Ryan. He couldn't tackle him head up, so he swept around behind him and decided to pull him down by his shoestrings. Good job. He didn't give up on the play, and that's something we've said, play in, play out from this Trojan defense. They don't give up all the way to the whistle.
1st down and 10 from the Eagles from the Trojan 31-yard line. Avery's going to turn, throws it out to the left side to the flat, got it complete. As the Trojans finally bring him down, number 6, Andrew Graham on the tackle, give him a gain of 11 down to the 20. That was number 6, J-Rod Sanders, making a nice catch and run.
Trojan defense just kind of looks, we're on our heels right now, Ryan. We're just not quite able to figure out what this Eagle offense is going to do next, as we over-pursued that play just a little bit and almost cut back underneath us for another 6 points.
First and 10 from the 20 for the Eagles. Going to take the snap, straight drop, looks to throw, going to air it out deep, looking for T.J. Ashley. A little push off there, good coverage by James Gandy as Ashley tried to use his body, but as it stands, the ball's incomplete, bring up second down and 10 from the 20.
Excellent coverage over there. If you can't get to it, he's not either, was the mentality for James Gandy over there. Good job, one-on-one coverage, as they were looking for the pylon over there to put the ball in the end zone. So I'm going to bring up second and 10 now for this Eagles offense. Number 10, Avery Thomas is your quarterback.
Number 9, Troy Jones Jr. going to join him in the backfield. They take the snap, turns, fires it out to Nate Schaefer, looking for that quick screen again. That Trojan defense, Black Swarm's there to tackle him. And Josh mentioned him in the pregame. There's Darrell Walker coming up to make a big tackle, give him a loss of about 4 on the play.
I've been waiting, Ryan. I've been waiting for us to be able to call out his name. Darrell Walker in on the tackle there. Good job, young man, getting out there in the flats and making that tackle. Here we are again, Ryan. Same situation we've been in a couple of times tonight. Third and long. Let's see if that Trojan defense can get off the field.
Third and 15, ball sits at the 25-yard line. Thomas stays in the shotgun, straight drop, push the throw. Going to try to throw it over the middle. Good coverage there by number 35, Darrell Walker. He knocks the ball out of Nate Schaefer's hands. Going to bring up fourth down and 15 from the 25-yard line.
Good job, Darrell, getting his body in front of the wide receiver and just getting in there and knocking the ball right out of his hands. Good job, man. I tell you what, I am impressed. Number 10, Avery Thomas, just a sophomore, but the way he runs this offense for the Eagles, man, he stays in the pocket. He gets happy feet, and he's constantly looking downfield for a wide receiver. I'm hoping one of those Trojans will meet him in that pocket pretty soon and maybe get a little grass stain on his jersey.
Maybe he'll forget that he's not in Tallahassee and throw it to one of our black jerseys instead of one of their white jerseys. All right, fourth down and 15. Thomas going to got a big sack by number 53 in Mike Gandy all the way back at about the 33-yard line. Black Swan holds going to be first and 10 for the Trojans.
Hey, good call right there, Coach Ryan. We were able to figure that one out as was able to get a big sack on the quarterback. And, hey, what do you say? He's got a grass stain on him. That's what we needed right there as the Trojan offense will take the field. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Trojans do trail the North Florida Christian Eagles 13-0. That's the first time the defense has been able to stop this offense for the Eagles, so maybe that's what we need to turn this ball game around.
Yeah, great job by the Black Swarm senior. Mike Gandy comes up with a big stop there. A little confusion again in the backfield. Javier just decides to fall down, give us a loss of 2 on the play, second down and 12.
Well, the good news is we haven't put the ball on the ground.
Oh, don't jinx us.
The bad news is still trying to get that blocking scheme figured out there for the Trojan offensive front as the Eagles were all over us on that one. Going to be second and 12. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the opening half.
All right, going to bring Kevon in motion from left to right. Javiel's going to take the snap, turns, throws it out to Markeem on the quick hitch. He just puts his head down, gets upfield, gets it out across the 35 to the 36-yard line, give him a gain of 5, brings up third down and 7.
Good job, Markeem Inger. We were talking about him during the Swanee Valley Tower pregame show. Man, a senior basketball player, got great hands. We just got to get the ball in our playmakers' hands, and like we talked about during the Swanee Valley Tower pregame show, he's going to get better and better as the season goes on, and he's just going to be a playmaker for us.
Third down, 7, going to bring Kevon in motion again. Javiel's going to roll to his left, and had some running room back to the middle, but he lost his feet and he falls down. Going to be a loss of 2 on the play, brings up fourth down 9. Coach Stebbins going to send the punt team back out.
Punt team back out for the third time tonight as the Trojans just not able to put together a good drive, as it will be 3 and out again. 7.5 minutes left to go here in the opening half of football. Be sure to stick with us for the Hamilton County Farm Bureau halftime show, as our halftime guest will be Coach Perez of the Hamilton County Trojan volleyball team, as she comes in here with a 5-game winning streak under her belt with that Hamilton County Trojan volleyball team. So be sure to stick with us for that halftime interview.
Trey Weir's going to get a high in the ring kickoff that's going to hit. And the Trojans are finally going to touch it at about the 44-yard line. And look at there, an eagle jumped on it. Not real sure why. As the return man kind of scolded him, like, what are you even doing around there?
That's number 22, Phil Gardner. I don't know, man. I guess instincts kicked in. He saw a ball on the ground, might as well jump on it, huh?
Give Trey a punt of 23 yards there.
Well, while we got a few minutes, Ryan, while the field's being interchanged there, not really the way we wanted to come out against North Florida Christian. Still in the ball game, 13-0, but the offense just hasn't been able to put together a whole lot against this Eagle defense. We talked about during the pregame show, they're fast, they're mean, they're physical.
I'm going to be first and 10 from the Trojan 43-yard line for the Eagles. Corey Charles joins Thomas in the backfield. Going to turn, hand it off to Charles. Got some running room around the right side. And going to be close to a first down, brought down by Andrew Graham, number 22, Cornelius Lanier, chasing down for the backside. That is going to be good enough for an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagles, as that play was just designed, man. I think that's just a 3 or 4 yard play, but they turned it into a 10-yard play, going around the right-hand side, cut back up through the middle, as Darrell Walker finally able to bring him down with the tackle. Man, this Trojan defense just needs to step up a little bit. Gosh. It's the first number I saw. like, whatever.
Thomas going to let the throw. Got a pass complete on a seam route again to number 1 Marvin Scott. He's going to have enough for another first down to the 29-yard line.
This Trojan defense just kind of looks gassed right now, Ryan. They really do, as they've been on the field a long time tonight already. 13-0, 6.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. There's a handoff right up the middle, as the Trojan Black Swarm are finally able to bring him down after about a gain of 6, trying to see who that running back was. Man, North Florida Christian moved so fast, wasn't even real sure who got the carry. That was number 16, Corey Charles.
I'm going to bring up second down and 4 from the 23-yard line. Eagles stay in their shotgun formation. Thomas going to take the snap. Gives it to Corey Charles, bounces it back to the left side. He's got some running room around that sideline, and he's going to go in for another Eagle touchdown. Josh, he's quick, man.
He's very quick on his feet, as he's able to take a couple of juke steps left, juke steps right, but he doesn't slow down. He just continues to pick up speed. As speaking of picking up speed, man, this Eagle offense is just very, very fast. Going to be a 19-0 ball game here with 6 minutes to go in the opening half of football. Man, oh man. Whew, Trojan defense.
Well, it's tough when you're out there so long.
Oh, you're exactly right. I think they kind of want to hit the reset button right now.
Yep. Matt McCardle enters the Eagle lineup to attempt the extra point.
And we're waiting.
The snap kick is up. It's a foul. Just does make it over the crossbar. Oh my goodness! I wish we could describe that. If you've ever seen a extra point, usually goes in over in and tumbles. That one was a spiral.
It kind of looked like a free throw, a basketball free throw. Just nice, easy, just lobbed up, just did get across the crossbar. So with that, the Eagles extend their lead 20-0 over your Hamilton County Trojans. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a 1 minute timeout. You're listening to Trojan Football on WJHC Talk 107.5.
Now back to the action on Talk 107.5.
All right, Chris Jerry's kickoff still at about the 30 by Keelan Webb, and he's going to be run backwards and tackled back at about the 28-yard line. Trojan's going to have it first and 10 there. That was interesting.
It was interesting. And look how quickly the offense got back out on the field.
All right, first and 10 again for the Trojans at the 28-yard line. Josh, new look we're seeing tonight as freshman running back Melvin Brown is getting some burn at B-back for DeMarco Webb. Give him a little bit of break, having to play both ways. Again, Javier Jones, your quarterback. They bring Kevon in motion, takes a snap, hands it off to Melvin, and kind of slides through the hole, might have a yard, maybe. Second down and 9 for the Trojans.
Give it to him. As hopefully he'll supply the same kind of spark Austin Griffin did last week against Fort White coming in the offense. Throw some new blood in there and see if we can provide a spark for this Trojan offense. As looks like it's going to be a water break on the field. 5 minutes, 47 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Your Trojans do trail 20-0. Still a lot of football left to go. Want to mention our sponsors real quick. You hear their commercials during our breaks. Be sure to support them and let them know that you support the companies that support Trojan football. Support them, you know. All right. Hamilton County Farm Bureau, sponsor of the Hamilton County Farm Bureau halftime show. Coming up, got Coach Hannah Perez, volleyball coach, and she will come in and talk about what's going on in the volleyball world. Currently on a 5-game winning streak, in case you hadn't heard. First Federal Savings Bank of Florida, located right across the street from Jasper Royal, Napa. Rick Schutte, attorney at law, located over there in Live Oak across the river. We won't hold that against you. Swanee Valley Tire, sponsor of the Swanee Valley Tire pregame show, the Swanee Valley Tire Red Zone, and the Swanee Valley Tire scoreboard update, which we will give you during the Hamilton County Farm Bureau halftime show. And Alvin Burnham, CPA, located in Jennings, Florida.
Second down and 9. Trojan's going to look to put it in the air as Javiel's going to have it complete to number 2, Marquis Ingram. He reverses his field towards that North Florida sideline. Going to be brought down at about the 45-yard line. Great catch and run. Good throw by Javiel. And first down for the Trojans.
That's what we want right there out of Markeem Ingram. Go up, catch the ball, then make some plays with your legs. As he caught that ball in open field, cut all the way across the field to the far sideline, able to pick up some big positive yardage. Trojans are in Eagles territory for the first time tonight.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line, gain of 27 on the last play. Javiel's going to turn in the ball off to number 14, Melvin Brown. Josh, you remember me telling you that their linebackers run downhill well? That happened, give them a gain of 1, but man, big league there by that North Florida Christian defense.
You know, sometimes when those linebackers run, you kind of hope they over pursue. You want them to get there too quick. That's not happening. Yeah, that's not happening right now. I can see with the trap situation, you're trying to catch this defense in the wrong position, but so far it hasn't worked.
All right, going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Trojans. Going to turn, going to run jet sweep to, nope, Javiel's going to keep it after faking the jet sweep, and he gets the ball out to about the 40-yard line, going to give him a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Little bit. It's going to be a 3rd and 5 situation. Trojans need to pick up a first down. Don't let that big pass play to Markeem Ingram go unnoticed as Trojans continue to pick up positive yardage here.
All right.
4 minutes, 15 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Trojans trail 20-0.
Josh, I can tell you as an offensive coordinator, I got a few more plays in the playbook for 3rd and 5, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20. Hey, good luck. Run a draw, throw it deep. That's what we do. Javiel's going to take the snap, turns, fleeks it out wide to number 2, Markeem Ingram, where he's met by an Eagle as soon as he catches the ball. Number 17, Chris Terry comes up and makes a big lick. And actually, you lose about 2 yards on the play. You're going to bring up 4th down and 7.
You know, right there, Ryan, I think we want Markeem Ingram maybe a little bit closer in. That pass play, it took, a second or two to get out here to the flats. Man, I tell you, number 17, Chris Jerry, all over that play as he brought down Markeem Ingram fairly quickly. Going to be a punt situation again for the Trojans as this time we are punting on the Eagle side of the field.
Trey Weary stands back in his own territory, about the 45-yard line. Zach Morgan's your long snapper. Good snap. Trey with the catch. Going to get a spiraling punt off down the left side. Not going to be very returnable. It's going to roll down at about the 20-yard line, give him a punt of 22 yards. Let's take it right now.
We'll take it. That's right. Trojan defense got a little breather. They've been on the sideline for a few minutes now. Let's see if we can get back out there and hold this Eagle offense off the scoreboard here. 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Hold them off the scoreboard till halftime, maybe get readjusted there as Trojan coaching staff's doing their best here with this Eagle offense.
With the way their linebackers are hitting, they're going to have to readjust their helmets or something because North Florida Christian came to play tonight. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Avery Thomas going to take the snap, hand it off to number 16, Corey Charles. Keeps fighting, give him a loss of 2 on the play. As that Black Swan defense stood up to him there. Good job by the front 4.
Just inconsistency, Brian. We're just inconsistent there. Man, we made a bull rush right there as we're able to get the tackle in the backfield, and then we're going to come right back, hopefully back it up with another play here.
2nd down, 12 from the 18-yard line. Thomas straight drop. Going to look at the throw, gets a little bit of pressure, falls on the ground, and the Trojans to pick it up. Going to have 1st and 10. Inside the Swanee Valley Tire red zone. Good job there by that Black Swan to come up with a sack and strip. And couldn't see who recovered it, but 1st and 10 Trojans at the 19-yard line.
That's what we wanted. We wanted to put pressure on this sophomore quarterback, Avery Thomas. We're able to put pressure on him, force him into a mistake. As he puts the ball on the ground, Trojans able to pounce on it. We've got the ball in the Swanee Valley Tire red zone. It's our best scoring opportunity of the night. Let's see if the offense can put something on the board here. 2.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Trojans' first time in the Swanee Valley Tire red zone tonight.
2 minutes, 34 seconds. Let's go. Got to put some points on the board.
Got to put some points on the board. Let's see if number 2, Markeem Ingram, out here on the island. Let's see if he can make something happen.
I'd like to see a double move. Run that pump fake and then throw it deep. Javiel's going to take the snap, turns, throws it out to Kevon Webb on the bubble screen. Pass is going to be incomplete. And good thing for the Trojans as the Eagles were there waiting on it. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
With the speed of this defense, we keep telling y'all folks about it sitting at home, this defense is very, very fast. You know, we're trying to suck them in. We're trying to get them to over pursue. Just not happening right now as Trojans got to do something a little bit different here on offense. See what we can do. 2nd and 10. We are inside the 20-yard line, looking to put some points on the board.
All right, going to bring a man in motion. That's A.J. Solomon. Javiel rolls to his right, looking to throw. Going to air it deep and going to go through Markeem's hands, almost intercepted by number 32. That's Jalen Norwood. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10 as Markeem was open on a little comeback over the middle of the field.
He was open, kind of run a post route and then come back to the ball just like you're supposed to. But I believe the inexperience kind of stepped up there, Ryan, as I think he kind of took his eye off the ball and looking to see where that hit was going to come from. As Markeem Ingram, yeah, it's tough. It's kind of tough. Markeem Ingram with the drop.
All right, going to run trap with DeMarco Webb. Give him a gain of about 4 on the play, down to the 16-yard line. Going to bring up 4th down and 6 for the Trojans. And you got to go for it here, man.
Got to go for it. We are definitely in 4-down territory. As Trojans needed to pick up just 6 yards, man. It seems so small. But this Eagle defense is just making it tough for our Trojans here tonight. 2 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Trojans do trail 20-0. 4th and 7. Need to put some points on the board right here. Let's see what the coaching staff can come up.
All right, they only gave DeMarco a gain of 2 on the play, so it's 4th down and 8. From the 18-yard line, going to bring a guy in motion. That's A.J. Solomon. Javier takes the snap, rolls to his right, going to look to throw. Turns it up the field, looking for some running room, not going to have enough there, and the Trojans will turn the ball over on downs at about the 14-yard line.
Right, he has a guy wide open. He had number 1, Kevon Webb. I believe that was him on the crossing route. He was open, but Javier just could not quite see him in time to get the pass play in the air. Going to be a turnover on downs as the Eagles will get the ball back. A minute and a half left to go here in the opening half of football. Man, we were able to get the turnover we've been looking for, had good field position, but that's a stout defense we're up against right now.
This is a good football team. As we say just about every week, as the Eagles again going to take over 1st and 10 shot of their own end zone, of their own goalpost at about the 14-yard line. Quarterback number 10, Avery Thomas, in the shotgun. Going to roll to the right, looking to throw. Going to have the ball complete out to number 35. And gets close to a 1st down. Depends on the spot as he was run out of bounds there by number 4, DeMarco Webb. Looks like he's going to be a little bit short, about the 22-yard line.
I can about tell you North Florida Christian probably has a 2-minute offense ready to go.
I think you're seeing it.
That was just a quick out route. He was able to make the catch and get it right out of bounds. Stops the clock. 1:25 seconds left to go.
2nd down 8. 2nd down and 2. Ball sits at the 22-yard line. Thomas gets the snap, straight drop, steps up in the pocket, looks to throw. Almost intercepted as number 22, Cornelius Lanier, was in coverage there. And Andrew Graham was waiting on him over the top as well. Going to bring up 3rd down and 2 as the Eagles were looking for number 6, J-Rod Sanders, coming across the middle.
1 minute, 19 seconds until halftime. The Hamilton County Farm Bureau halftime show. Be sure to stick with us, and we'll update you scores from around the area. Also have Coach Hannah Perez going to join us in the booth and give us an update on what's going on with that Hamilton County volleyball team.
Good things, man. Good things. Handoff's going to go to number 16 of the Eagles. That's Corey Charles. And the Trojans had stopped right at the 1st down marker, but he fights through, gets it out to about the 31-yard line, give him a 1st down.
And you're right. They do have that hurry-up offense going as they hustle up right back to the line. They're ready to go. Trojan defense got to get on their toes right here. They even caught the chain gang off guard.
Thomas going to take the snap, roll to his left, looking to throw, and almost intercepted. Darrell Walker makes a great play as they were looking for number 24, Nate Schaefer, on the sideline. Darrell Walker gets a hand on it, knocks it down. 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10. You chalk that up when we look at the game film, Brian. That's going to be a missed opportunity. Darrell Walker would have been a great catch, but it was definitely makeable. He was in the right place at the right time, just wasn't quite able to haul it in.
2nd down and 10, 57 seconds left to go here before the half. Eagles lead your Trojans 20-0. Quarterback's number 10, Avery Thomas. Going to bring Nate Schaefer in motion. Takes the snap, takes the jet sweep. Looking to throw, got a screen set up to number 16, Corey Charles. He breaks through the first couple of Trojan defenders. He's going to reverse field near midfield. And finally brought down in Trojan territory at the 45-yard line. Josh, that screen game's just kind of got the Trojans on our heels for sure.
Yes, it has, because we're having to play catch-up. We over-pursue, so now we're trying to run him back down. The safeties, they're doing a good job of holding him up long enough to where we're able to get back to him. But, man, just like that, they're in Trojan territory.
1st and 10 from the 45. Thomas straight drop. Looks to throw. Going to throw it towards the sideline. Pass is going to be incomplete. Good coverage over there by number 5, James Gandy, as he takes the receiver and the 1st down marker out with him.
Well, one thing we've seen a little bit different, Ryan, out of Avery Thomas on this drive, which I understand it is a 2-minute style offense. He's getting rid of the ball a lot quicker than he was those first and open drives. We've been able to put him on his backside a couple of times. He's also caused a turnover, so he's getting rid of the ball a lot quicker now.
All right, 2nd down and 10 from the Trojan 45-yard line. Going to take the snap, Going to hand it off to the first guy through. Got a little bit of running room. Finally hit by the first member of the Black Swan. As the ball still moving, give him a gain of about 5 or 6 down to about the 39-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles. They're going to take a timeout to save a little bit of clock here. 25 seconds left to go. And, Josh, I think considering all things, how good North Florida Christian has played, if Coach Stebbins and the staff can get out of here 20-0, I think we'll take that right now.
We will take that. You know, you kind of want to end this first half on a high note, and if this defense can hold steady and keep the Eagles out of the end zone, you're absolutely right. I believe that would be the high note they're looking for. 20-0 against a very talented North Florida Christian team. Comes in here currently ranked number 5 in Class 2A. As
I'd like to see the other 4 teams in front.
I agree. Man,
I wouldn't want to see them.
Yeah, that's true. But, you know, last week they went against a 7A Childs team over in Tallahassee, lost 17-7. As, you know, that's the kind of competition they have to go and play because there's a lot of these small schools, they don't want to go against a well-built team. Let's put it that way.
No. All right, going to bring up 3rd down, 4 yards to go from the 39-yard line. Thomas going to be in a shotgun. Twin receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left, 1 tight end. Look at it, throw, steps up in the pocket. Got a little bit of pressure from the Trojans. He's going to escape. Runs for the first down, just does get out of bounds right at the first down marker. Stops the clock with 15 seconds left to go. Give him a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
He was running for his life right there. You know, the little things in life that are funny. A quarterback running towards the sideline. It's just like, you know, he's running towards I don't know. He's going to get there. Don't hit me.
He literally ran over the first down marker. Literally. All right, 1st and 10 from the 34 for the Eagles. Going to bring Schaefer in motion. Takes the snap, fakes the jet sweep. Thomas loose to throw. Going to be incomplete, looking for the out route on the sideline. Josh, James Gandy's done a great job in coverage over on the far side of the field all night.
He has. They picked on him quite a few times over there on that far side of the field. He has done a great job holding his own over there, as hopefully he can be rewarded with an interception here if they keep it up. 9 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. I'm telling you, man, we're not used to this fast pace.
We need to figure it out. 2nd down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Thomas in the gun. Going to take a snap. First to throw, getting a little bit of pressure, and it's going to be called on the screen pass as the Trojans are in pursuit. Dale Walker's going to hit him and bring him down with the help of Kendrick Carter at about the 25-yard line. Going to be close to an Eagle first down. See where they finally mark it. And that's going to be it. That's it. Hey, I wanted you to call it. We did it. As we were able to hold the Eagles out of the end zone there. And the Trojans will go into halftime trailing the North Florida Christian Eagles 20-0. Be sure to stick with us. We got the Hamilton County Farm Bureau halftime show coming up with our guest, Hannah Perez, volleyball coach for the Hamilton County Trojans. We'll be right back after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Hamilton County Trojan football on WJHC Talk 107.5.
Now let's get back to the game on Talk 107.5.
And welcome back to the Hamilton County Farm Bureau halftime show as your Trojans trail the North Florida Christian Eagles 20-0 here at halftime. Joining us in the booth is Coach Hannah Perez, head volleyball coach of the Hamilton County Lady Trojans. And Coach Perez, I tell you what, we didn't have this planned out, but I saw you walk up here in front of the booth, and I told Coach Ryan, I said, we got to get her in here because the Trojans are on a roll. 5-game winning streak right now after starting the season 0-4. Man, how exciting is it to be the head coach right now?
Very exciting. It's nice to be on a winning streak for a change. So, yeah. Started kind of rough, though, 0-4, like you said.
Oh, well, we had to throw that in there. I mean, you talk about 0-4. We lose the opening game to Swanee in 5 sets, up 2-1. We were just talking about it off the air. As you know, then you come in, you take a loss to Bell, you lose to Mayo. So you play some very, very talented teams, and you're at that breaking point of the season. You know, being a coach myself, you know, it's one of those deals where the season's either going to tank or the girls are going to respond, and I can say with a resounding yes, they have responded.
Yes. It's kind of funny. After our preseason tournament in Bronson, it was a kind of a disaster. We had a lot of deer caught in the headlight eyes going on, just staring, and I brought in this poster I had found in the teacher workroom that it had some sort of quote about I'm convinced that our current disaster can be our most glorious triumph, and I told them, I was like, I still, have high hopes, and they, went through those tough losses, losing in 5 to Sewanee, losing in 5 to Branford by very tight scores, and they came in those next 5 games and turned it around, and they beat Fort White. I don't know previous to my coaching what happened, but I know that's the first time my varsity team in 7 years has beaten Fort White. Next night, turned around and did it to Columbia.
That Columbia game, I tell you what. Yeah, on this 5-game win streak, we picked up wins over Taylor County, Jefferson County, Madison County. Those last 2 victories were district wins, so we're sitting at 2-2 in the district. And then, like you said, pick up, back-to-back wins. We just whipped Columbia County all over the places. We took on Fort White, and then 6A Columbia coming over here as the Trojans had to battle back down 2-1 in that match, but able to come back and win in 5 sets. Coach Perez, tell us about some of your players. I'm not going to brag. I'm going to let you talk about whoever you want to, but you got to know I do have a particular interest in your team this year.
Oh, yes. Well, I've got 12 great girls, and the difference this year from any other year that I've coached is their team unity and their communication and the way they just play as a team. They finally learned how to play as a team, so that's made a big difference. But I have 4 seniors. I've got Cheyenne Rice as my right side hitter. Hannah Altman, that might be one you might know. You might have heard of her
before. A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's my setter and my captain. I'm going to take a minute to stop and brag on her for a second. Hannah's a more quiet person, as you know that, but the girl leads her team with great poise under pressure. She's got a beast of a serve, a bullet she puts across that net, served 21 straight for us the other night. I'm not even sure that maybe Jefferson County that she put those across. The next night, tears Fort White up 15 points in a row. She does a great job leading her team. Sabrina McLean has stepped into a outside hitter position for the first time as a senior, and she's doing a great job finding her swing and finding out how to be a smart player, putting the ball where it needs to be. Maybe not always taking the big swing, but putting it where it needs to be. Bree Gaskin, I got to talk about her for a second. All my players, when they have to defend against her, you see the little flinch in their face when that ball comes at her. The girl's got power. She's got height. She's got athleticism coming out of every place that can possibly come out of. And several other players stepped in. Tori Troy, I wasn't real sure at the beginning of the year if she was going to be on varsity or JV. Put her on varsity, and she's stepped in and done some great things. She's very, very athletic. Also a middle player, Boyana Neal in the middle. The middles are doing their job, being big middles and putting the ball where it needs to be. Back row, I've got the Carter triplets, as I call them, although they're actually twins, and then an extra Carter, Hannah Carter. As a libero, she's ran that back row and taken some hard shots at her and been able to cover her team where she needs to do it. Jessica and Diane are the twins. They're adding great depth to the team on the back row. And Destiny Marshall, also a sophomore, stepping up. And you've seen Destiny play. Destiny has stepped into a power spot this year. She's doing a great job with her serve and her swing.
Joining us in the booth is Coach Hannah Perez as we're talking about the Hamilton County Trojan volleyball team. As if you're just joining us, the Trojans do trail 20-0. We are at halftime as the Trojans trail North Florida Christian 20-0. As you did mention, I'm glad you mentioned Destiny Marshall last because between her and Brianna Gaskins, you've got 2 young players that. And you're right. The whole team, they're so quiet. And I know communication is so key in the game of volleyball, as I've learned, by these rides home with Hannah.
Yeah.
Explain it to me. But anyway, you're right. Man, Destiny Marshall has just come on. Didn't play a whole lot last year. I believe she came off the bench. But, man, when she gets it all figured out, she can just drive the ball, like you said, into the ground. And again, I want to talk about Brianna Gaskins for a minute. You're exactly. She's built. She is athletic from head to toe. When she gets it all figured out, when she figures out how to use her athleticism and really gets it figured out, she's going to be a playmaker for you for the next couple of years.
Yes, and she started becoming more of a verbal fire-up player, which is always nice to have. I also need to mention I've got Oshana Monlin and Tashana Atkins. Just a lot more depth. My teams are normally small. I have normally 10, 11 girls max, and I have an extra player. I think the last 2 years I had 9 and then 10. So this year having 12 is just, it's nice to have that bench that they can come in, and they're also athletic, that they can just come off the bench and do the job that needs to be done. So
right. You're absolutely right. And looking at the schedule ahead, we've got a full schedule of games this coming week. As we Monday at home, we play that green and white team from across the river, and I hope we can avenge that 5-set loss to them earlier on in the season, as they will come over to Hamilton County Monday, JV at 5 with varsity at 6, and then Tuesday, really the game. That's the focal point of the week, as the Mayo Hornets come over here. As man, they have just been dominant in the game of volleyball over the last several years.
Yes.
I mean, they are a very good, talented team. But I think we got something for them this week, as they come over to Jasper this week. Big district matchup, and then Thursday, Madison County comes over here again, a big district matchup. So a lot of key games this week. I want to, if you're listening out here, never been to a girls volleyball game, for one, you will see me scream and holler, and it's just kind of weird, because you just get so intense. These games are so intense. So I definitely want to invite you out to the gym to come out and watch these girls riding a 5-game winning streak right now. And also, Coach, we did want to mention tonight after the game, Dairy Queen here at I-75 from 9 to 11. Y'all are going to be having a fundraiser there.
yes, Dairy Queen just wanted us to invite everybody out to kind of come enjoy food or ice cream or whatever it is you want, and hang out with the team in the dining area, and a portion of all the profit will go to the volleyball team, and that's between 9 and 11. So they're staying open, I think, an extra hour for that.
Well, good deal. Definitely, if you're here joining us, and everybody wants that midnight or that 9, 10, 11 ice cream. Hot Fudge Sundae, that banana split. Oh, come on, you got to have.
Yes.
And then Blizzard, every kind you can think of. You know you're thinking about it right now. So just hold off just a little while longer till the games are from 9 to 11. Get to Dairy Queen and get you some ice cream and support the Hamilton County Trojan volleyball team and Coach Hannah Perez. Well, Coach, thank you so much for stepping up in here and being a part of the Hamilton County Farm Bureau halftime show. We wish you the best of luck, and I tell you what, man, it is an exciting time to be a part of girls sports right now in Hamilton County.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
That's Coach Hannah Perez joining us as your Hamilton County Trojan volleyball team, currently on a 5-game winning streak, 5-4 on the season, and 2-2 in district play. We'll be right back after this 2-minute timeout, as your Trojan football team currently trails the North Florida Christian Eagles 20-0. We are at halftime at Veterans Stadium at Brown McGinn Field. We'll be right back after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Hamilton County Trojan football on WJHC Talk 107.5.
Now let's get back to the game on Talk 107.5.
And welcome back to the Swanee Valley Tire. I'm sorry, the Hamilton County Farm Bureau show. Man, Jason Melvin will come up here and whip me, and then I will have to use my insurance. So, see, it's kind of a one-on-one thing, as Hamilton County Farm Bureau is the sponsor of the Hamilton County Farm Bureau halftime show. Jason Melvin, your local agent. Be sure to go by and see him for all your insurance needs. And also, next Friday night, don't forget, September the 25th, 6 p.m., First Baptist Church, right there behind the First Baptist Church, going to have an archery tournament free of charge, going to have supper, cash prizes. Go there, turn on the radio, make sure you listen to myself, Ryan and Mitchell's. We'll be in Bradford, Stark, next week. That's the reason why I will not be there taking everybody's money with my archery skills. Ryan, I'd love to see your archery skills there at that tournament.
You have.
Have I?
Yeah, you remember last year I was out at your house and put one.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right the bullseye.
Just one shot, dropped my bow, and walked off.
And I was you forgot to tell me about kind of turning as you let go.
That's one of those archery secrets. You have to turn that forearm in. If you keep it out there, that spring will remind you. Because you had a bruise there for a little while.
Yeah, I appreciate that information.
That was good. That's always, every time somebody shoots your bow, you never say that. You want them to get that mark. So again, remember, next Friday night, 6 p.m. archery tournament there at First Baptist Church here in Jasper. Come out and see what you can do there with fellowship with some great guys and have a little archery shoot. So,
Hey, maybe they'll have the game on.
Hey, well, that's what I'm saying. Have the game on. Have the radio on. They're going to have the game in the background. As we might even throw out who wins. You'll get a free plug on the radio. How about that?
Just make sure we get the information.
That's right. Again, thank you for all our sponsors tonight, bringing Hamilton County Trojan football to you. Tough night so far for our Trojans as they do trail 20-0 against the North Florida Christian Eagles. Ryan, what can we do? Eagles get the ball to start the second half. We got to do something different.
Take the Tom Brady approach. Take the air out of it.
Well, I don't know if we're able to do that and get away with it.
Well, I don't want to go through all the court hearings and all about football.
What can you give us any score updates from around the area, Ryan?
I could, but if you'd asked when I had my phone in my hand, I can tell you that at the end of the first quarter, my Noles are leading the Eagles of Boston College 7-0. I know that bothers you there. Do have a couple of updates. Last reported, Union County is leading Hilliard 26-0. Branford and Chiefland were tied at 6. Florida High trailing the Cowboys in Madison County 6-3 at the half. The Wildcats of Valdosta High up 14-7 over Veterans Academy, the Warhawks. Swanee leading Yulee 27-9. Dixie County leading Bronson 44-0. Coach Hall and the Marauders trailing the Saints of Agape Christian 18-7. Bradford, next week's opponent, and PK Young tied up at 7 at the half. And Lowndes leads the Rams of Newton High School 15-0 in the second quarter. Don't have anything on the page. Jefferson County so far. I do know that Childs and Taylor County are tied at 21 right at the half.
All right, so that's been your Swanee Valley Tire scoreboard update here during the Hamilton County Farm Bureau halftime show. We are getting ready as both teams are coming back out from the locker room. Go stretch a little bit and get ready to do some action. We're going to take 2 minutes and maybe stretch our legs a little bit as your Trojans trail 20-0 here at halftime. We'll be right back after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Trojan Football on WJHC Talk 107.5.
Welcome back to the Swanee Valley Tire halftime show. We're coming to you live from Brown McGinn Field at Veterans Memorial Stadium here on the campus of Hamilton County High School, where your Trojans trail the 5th ranked in Class 2A North Florida Christian Eagles 20-0. Kind of got to get that plug in there. Very good program, very good football team again this year. Ladies and gentlemen, you just missed an epic performance.
I mean, just in sync all of a sudden. I mean, the intro music hits, we immediately dropped our pens and the things that you do in the radio booth, man. That's right. Yeah, it might not be funny at home, but it was pretty good here. As you're right, Ryan, we do need to throw out there, this is the number 5 ranked team in Class 2A. As the Trojans, again, we talked about it during the Swanee Valley Tire Coaches Show, that we have probably one of the toughest 4-game stretches in Class 1A, as the Trojans have faced Union County in that ball game altogether. Union now undefeated. Taylor County had them beat. It was 14-0 ball game. Just had some collapses there at the end of the ball game. Taylor County was able to come back, and then last week just pretty much beat Fort White up and down the field, except the one place that it matters, and that was on the scoreboard, as turnovers just hurt us. So again, man, the Trojans, we're a talented football team, Ryan. We're talented, but we're just not showing our full potential.
Well, here's something that we questioned at the beginning of the year that I'm interested to see, because, we've got another tough one next week against Bradford County, and then we have Bell at home to start the district play. I want to see who's going to step up and be that leader. Is it going to be a senior, or is it going to be a sophomore like Javiel? Who's going to step up and go, all right, guys, here's the deal. The past is in the past. It is what it is. Last year's happened. It's gone with. We made the state finals. We finished second. It is what it is. It's not coming back. Got to work with what we got this year. Let's make a run, get hot, go into the playoffs. And I can tell you, I've talked to people from Fort White and Lake Butler. They don't want to see that team again.
That's right. You're exactly right. I mean, they know what we're capable of, and we're just trying to portray that to you folks sitting at home here at the ball game. Don't throw in the towel on this Hamilton County Trojan team. No, not yet. We've still got some very important games with district games coming up. We're going to get some key guys back from injury. And I tell you what, yes, this is a very tough stretch for Coach Stebbins with his debut as being the Hamilton County Trojan football coach. But I tell you what, man, you talk about last year, pretty much the only thing you can do with that is go look at the trophy in the trophy case, and that's not going to get you very far. We've got to make a name for ourselves, and I believe we can, and I know this coaching staff can, and we just need that community to stick with us. We're going to get this right, and we're going to make you proud.
All right. Trojans have it teed up to kick off as James Gandy going to get a high and a ring kick fielded at about the 20-yard line. Eagle return man is going to bring it back out towards the Trojan sideline where he's hit by number 23, Kendrick Carter, and a host of the Black Swan. They're going to get him down at about the 37-yard line where the Eagles will take over 1st and 10.
So here we go. The Trojan Black Swan defense going to get back out there down 20-0. As they were able to stop the Eagles on the 2-minute offense there right before halftime, able to keep them out of the end zone with a good job by our secondary and getting to the flats and covering the screen pass. So let's see if the Trojans can build off of that and just continue to get better as this game wears on and give our offense a chance put some points on the board.
Bad clock management by me at the end of the half. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 37-yard line. Thomas going to take the snap, hand it off to Corey Charles, where it's hidden in the backfield by that Black Swarm defense, giving him a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11. Trey Weary, Mont Gandy, and T-Baby getting off of that pile, along with number 55, Mike McLeod, getting ready to go here.
T-Baby, 22, Cornelius Lanier, getting in there and getting part of that tackle. Good job. We're starting off on the right foot here, 2nd and 11. Hamilton County Trojan defense out on the field.
Thomas going to take the snap, hand it off to Corey Charles again, breaks through a couple of Black Swarm defenders in the backfield, bounces it out, gets back past the original line of scrimmage. Still going to be short of the 1st down. Give him a gain of about 7 on the play, going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
Good pursuit by the linebackers there as they just kind of floated along the line of scrimmage, just letting that play develop as what they would have a cutback lane. Going to bring up 3rd and 5 as the Eagles are in their hurry-up offense yet again.
Ball sits at the 43-yard line. Thomas going to take the snap, looks to throw, airs it out quick, and it's going to be dropped, almost intercepted by number 5, James Gandy. Going to bring up 4th down and 4 for the Eagles as Cornelius Lanier moved him back a little bit into that 2nd level down to that linebacker position, and we force our first punt of the night.
Hey, man, that's what we need. Eagles come in and punt. And just so you know, they said Wi-Fi's back up.
All right, that's good to know.
You have internet access. Now here comes the FSU football game now.
No, I'm being good. I saw it on Twitter.
All right, good deal.
But I can get my stats now.
The Trojan defense, good job forcing the first punt of the night for the Eagles. As waiting to snap. Don't jump off sides here, guys.
Going to be a mistake as the Eagles are going to have enough for a 1st down and a little bit more as they snap it to the up back, get it across the 50 to the 45-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to jinx us, but it just kind of set up. You could kind of see Trojan defense forcing the first punt situation of the night, and the Eagles took advantage of that, running right around to the near side of the field, snapped it to the up back, and there was not a Trojan within 20 yards of him as he's able to run around the near end and get the 1st down. 1st and 10, Eagles. Dadgummit.
Attaboy, Bobby. Thomas going to take the snap, hands it off to the first guy through, going to be Jalen Norwood. He's dragged down. No, excuse me, that's Corey Charles. Jalen Norwood had the last carry. And freshman Melvin Brown throws him on the ground, going to bring up 2nd down and 9.
Melvin Brown's had a good game so far here tonight, Ryan. He's picked up several solo tackles.
Be interested to break down the film and see how many he got, as he is, as you said, playing extremely well. Sorry to cut you off. Not really. No, not really. I'm not sorry.
All good.
2nd down and 9 for the Eagles. Ball sits at the Trojan 44-yard line. Thomas pointing out something in that Black Swarm defense. Takes a snap, straight drop, steps up to the pocket, going to be hit by Mike Gandy and Melvin Brown, and we throw him forward. Yeah, I was just headed backwards. As well, they're going to give him credit for the sack back, give him a loss of 3 on the play, as they had blown the whistle dead before he went forward. So, all right. See if this Black Swarm can get off the field now.
You can definitely tell these aren't the same referees we had last week, because they would have spotted that ball about 6-7 yards further. But that's out of my system now. Good job, Hamilton County Trojans. Is going to bring up 3rd and 13. Number 10, Austin, that was
That's going to be almost intercepted. Going to bring up 4th down and 13 for the Eagles.
Number 10, Avery Thomas right there. As that was a good-looking pass right across the middle. Went right through the wide receiver's hands and right through that Trojan's hands. Could have been an INT, but going to bring up 4th down again. You think they'll try it twice in a row?
I wouldn't be surprised by anything.
Ball rests on the 48-yard line of the Hamilton County Trojans. We're stacking the line this time. Don't even have a return man.
All right. Long snap count. There's the snap. And going to be a rugby-style punt. Probably a good thing we don't have a return man. That's a high spiraling punt, and it's going to take an eagle bounce down to see where they spot it. As that was number 17 punting for the Eagles. I believe that is Chris Jerry. Good punt.
Was a good punt. Rugby-style kicker. Can't stand them, but, hey, it's effective.
Listen, I'm telling you, we've talked about it all year long. Those high spiraling punts that turn over, yeah, tough to catch.
Kind of like a high fly ball in about 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah, I don't catch those.
Yep, nope. It's fun to watch you try, though. I mean, I tell you, it is a YouTube moment.
You know, we talk a lot about our memories and all playing together, playing baseball and all together. one of my favorites was when you just pointed at the ball like, hey, man, you take it.
And walked off the field. Yeah. That's how high that fly ball was. I was like, no, there ain't no way I'm catching that joker. All right, you got it, and walked off the field toward the dugout.
Thanks for the help, man. First and 10 for the Trojans. Going to be a handoff to DeMarco Webb up the middle. Give him a gain of 2 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8 from our own 15-yard line. Quarterback again, sophomore Javiel Jones. Running backs DeMarco Webb. Kendrick Carter's in there with Kevon Webb. And Ethan Stebbins, Markeem Ingram are your wide receivers. Going to bring Kevon in motion. Going to turn and run trap this time with DeMarco Webb as the Eagles do a good job of staying home on the backside. Give him a gain of about 3 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5 in a situation we've been in many times tonight.
Let's see what we can come up with. And had some good play calling and made some execution on 3rd down tonight as everything works, except we just didn't move the ball vertical on the field. We just moving side to side, moving right through the middle of the field, and we just weren't able to pick up the 1st down. Let's see what the Trojans come up with here on 3rd and 5.
Javiel's going to drop the pass, got plenty of time in the pocket, steps up, rolls out of the pocket to his right. He's going to pull up and just run out of bounds. And Josh, as we mentioned in the past, got to learn to get out of the pocket, throw it away. See where they mark him out at. Going to be back near the 15-yard line, so it's going to be a 4th down.
Man,
Nope, going to put him out. You can't see anything on this side of the field.
No, you can't.
So they're going to give him a gain of 1 to the 19-yard line.
So many options right there, Ryan. He had the look. I mean, he had the 1st down. And when he stepped up in the pocket, he did everything right, kept his eyes downfield. But on this instance, he needed to pull it down and run. I mean, he had the 1st down yardage and then some. Kept his eyes downfield, was looking for a passing play. As you're right, Ryan, just got to get rid of the ball or make something happen with your feet. We come up 3 yards short.
Trey Weary's going to get a low line drive punt off that the Eagles are going to feel and be hit by Taylor Walker, Andrew Graham, and the rest of that Black Swarm special teams. And, Trey's done a great job punting here for the Trojans.
Yeah, he has, stepping into that role after an injury to Bull, Lee Randolph, as he was able to flip the field and put the Eagles in on their own end of the field. Ball's going to be spotted at the 46-yard line of the Eagles. Trojan Black Swarm takes the field once again. 7 minutes, 21 seconds left to go here in the ball game.
Third quarter.
Third quarter, Trojans trail 20-0.
Negative 4 yards on the punt return there, Josh. Going to take the snap. Eagles going to take the snap, hand it off to Corey Charles over the left side. He's going to get it across midfield to the 45-yard line. Looks like he's going to be just short of a 1st down, giving a gain of 9 on the play. Josh, probably the best back we've seen all year.
Yes. He runs vertical, gets downfield in a hurry, runs downhill, if you want to use the football terminology, as, he is a fast back. Reminds me a lot of Malik. He's up to speed in like 2 steps. He's at full speed.
And he's a one-cut back.
Right.
Sticks his foot in the ground and goes, just like he said. 2nd down 9, going to hand the ball off to Charles. Again, he's hitting the backfield and dropped back near the 50-yard line. Give that Trojan defense another tackle for loss. Number 24, Trey Weary, 14, Melvin Brown in on it. And, we just blew up that Eagle line.
Yeah, we blew them up and blew them out as the Trojan defensive front able to get in the backfield and completely disrupt that play as the Eagles are moving backwards here. 3rd and 6 now. Let's see if we can get them up, put them in a punt situation again.
Ball's good. He hands it off to Corey Charles, and he goes backwards again. Going to bring up 4th down and long back at the 45-yard line. And, that Black Swarm said, we've had enough of this, boys. It's time to shut it down.
That's right. You're exactly right, man. They're going to put them into a punt situation again. Let's see if the Eagles go for the fake punt. It worked just a few moments ago, but I don't think the Trojans are anticipating that as they have number 35, Darrell Walker, and looks like number 2, Markeem Ingram, deep to return the punt.
Ball sits at the 45-yard line of the Eagles. So good job by that Black Swarm to move them backwards. Chris Cherry's in the punt. Again, he's a rugby-style punter, going to catch it, rolls out to his right, and finally punts it. Gets a high kick that's going to take another Eagle bounce. Markeem's going to pick it up, get a little bit of positive yardage out to about the 21. Pretty smart play so it doesn't roll down there, just as long as he fields it and doesn't fumble it, which he did. 5 minutes, 31 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The Trojans still trail the Eagles 20-0. Josh?
Does he play baseball? Markeem?
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Okay. That's one.
He
fielded that quite well.
Yeah,
he's a shortstop. He scooped it up. He was gone. So good job putting the ball in your playmaker's hands. Offense going to take the field again. It's got to be frustrating. Got to be frustrating. We saw this offense work so well last week against Fort White, and we're just not able to put a whole lot together tonight so far.
All right. 1st and 10, Javiel's going to turn and give the ball to DeMarco, looking for a little dive play on the read option. Nothing happening. Back to the 19-yard line, giving a loss of 3, and the official's going to call a timeout. For what a break. We'll take a 1-minute timeout with them. Again, your Trojans trail the Eagles 20-0. We'll be right back after word from our sponsors on WJHC Talk 107.5.
The landscape in football is forever changing, and coaches have to keep up to maximize their team's success. The same can be said in business. Let LaVon Burnham, CPA of Hamilton County, assist you with the ever-changing landscape. They have all the resources for financial advice and planning to help with your day-to-day operations that will pay off with a win at the end of the year. Don't fool around with the larger, more expensive companies. Call a supporter of Trojan football. That's LaVon Burnham, CPA of Hamilton County, at 386-938-2283. Member AICPA and FICPA. The Wendy's on U.S. Highway 129 in Live Oak is a proud supporter of Trojan football. So much so that the dining room is open till midnight for all home games. So come over and try our barbecued fries. That's natural cut fries topped with pulled pork and your choice of sauce. We also offer a pulled pork sandwich with slaw and any sauce of your choosing. And for just $4, you can get the 10-4, which is 10 crispy chicken nuggets, french fries, and a drink. Wendy's in Live Oak is locally owned and operated and is a proud supporter of Trojan football.
All right, on 2nd down and 13 for the Trojans. Javiel's going to roll to his left, and he does throw it out of bounds, but he didn't make it past the line of scrimmage. It's going to be intentional grounding on the Trojans.
Man, I mean, like Coach Stebbins says, we're learning. We're learning, and inventing ways to go backwards, it seems like sometimes. And you're right, just a moment ago we were talking about get rid of it. Well, that time he did. But the rules say you got to get it across the line of scrimmage, so that's going to be intentional grounding. Back them up even further. Is that going to be a loss of down also?
Yep.
All right, so that will be bring up 3rd down, I believe.
Yep.
Well, if you guessed right so far, hey, that got me through high school.
That's sitting next to me.
That's true. Although we did have a conversation, me, you, Coach Hall, Jeremy, as we do during the week. I did beat you in the math contest in 2nd grade. I think Kyler beat you in...
him and Elizabeth scored higher than me on one test.
There you go. All right,
3rd and 18 for the Trojans. Javiel's going to roll to his right, steps up the throw, going to come back to his backside receiver, number 7, Ethan Stebbins. Nothing else doing there. Give him a gain of about 3 on the play, going to bring up 4th down and 15.
You know, this Eagle defense, that drill where you run back about 5 yards, forward 10 yards, back 5 yards, all the way down the field.
Yeah.
They must have done that 150 times because, man, can they change direction in a hurry and get and fly to the football. So going to bring up a punt situation once again for the Hamilton County Trojans. It's going to be 4th and we'll call it a long 15.
4th and 15, Boston's on the 17-yard line. Trey Weary in again to punt tonight. He's going to have to ice his leg down as much. He's got a snap. He got a low snap. Trey does get the ball off, and it's going to roll around near the 30. Wouldn't even have been a 1st down. As he did a good job not to get it blocked. But other than that, not a good turn of events there for the Trojans.
Those Eagles were on to him so quick, Ryan. I don't know if they were scared about maybe running into him or not missing the ball and hitting his leg or something like that because you're right, surprisingly, how that ball was not blocked. As the Eagles will take over deep in Trojan territory, the ball rests on the 30-yard line.
13-yard punt. But good job again by Trey to just kind of flick it out there. 1st and 10. He was going to take the snap, hand it off to Corey Charles, looking for running room over the right side. And, man, he keeps those legs moving and finally pushing the Black Swarm backwards. You know where they mark him at.
It almost seems like, man, we're a broken record up here. It's just the same over and over and over and over again from this Eagle offense, and the defense just doing the best they can with it.
Give him a gain of 8. Going to bring up 2nd down and 2 from the 22-yard line. Clock ticks down. 3:35 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Eagles leading your Trojans 20-0. Going to take the snap, hand it off to Charles again, where he's run down from behind by number 14, Melvin Brown. Give him a gain of 1. Going to bring up 3rd down and 1 from the 21-yard line. Good job by Melvin. Yeah,
But I'll tell you, he is just all over the field tonight. Just a freshman in there getting some playing time against North Florida Christian under the Friday night lights. Good job by that young man. He has definitely stepped up and showed out here tonight on the Trojan defense. I didn't mean to say it like that.
And number 10, Avery Thomason at quarterback. Turn and hand it off to the first guy through where he's hit at the line of scrimmage, and he fights his way through for an Eagle first down, as that was number 20, Javarius Harrison, on the carry for the Eagles. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
One thing about this Trojan defense, Ryan, they arrive violently. They get there. When they do make the tackle, they make you feel every bit of it.
Yep. Just got to get these guys on the ground. This is a good football team we're playing for sure. All right, first and 10, going to turn and hand it out, looking for a power sweep around the left side. DeMarco Webb's there, going to have a penalty flag in the backfield as the football came out, but the Eagles recover it at about the 12-yard line. See what the penalty is on the play.
I saw a holding, Ryan, but we'll see if the referee saw the same thing I did. As I looked,
Or anything at all.
Looked like number 4, DeMarco Webb, kind of got spun around a couple of times there, and still able to fight in there and get a piece of the tackle.
So it's going to be a spot foul from the 11-yard line, so it is going to be holding against the Eagles to move the ball back to the 31. Excuse me. No, move the ball back to the 21. Sorry, we had a wrong spot there. My apologies. I do make mistakes every once in a while.
If you're keeping track at home, always use a pencil.
Yeah.
I mean, just so you can make some erasers.
First and 16 from the 21-yard line. Avery Thomas in the shotgun for the Eagles. Going to turn, fakes it to the first guy, through, rolls to his right, got a couple Trojans in pursuit, and he's going to be hit and dropped by number 14, Melvin Brown, just as he gets past the line of scrimmage, give him a gain of 2 or 3, depending on the spot, or a gain of 6. Well,
it is, a quarter of a mile over there.
And he would have been on 3 yards back from where they're spotting him at. All right, whatever.
Well, here you go. Number 51, Jarvis McQuay runs on the field, puts some fresh legs there on that defensive front.
Clock ticks down, 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The Eagles lead your Trojans 20-0, second down, 13 for the Eagles. Thomas takes a snap, going to look to throw. Throws it short, and ball falls incomplete as he was looking for his receiver, number 4, Lynn Strange, going to bring up third down and 13 for the Eagles.
3rd and 13. See what the Eagles come up with here. We've seen a variety of plays. We put them in 3rd and long several times tonight where they've run anywhere from a screen pass to a reverse. They pass the ball, so you just, as a defense, you don't know what they're going to come with here. So they've done some good play calling over there.
All right. Biggest third down since the last one. Thomas going to take the snap, straight drop, looks to throw, going to swing it out wide open to a receiver on the left side. He's going to be down near the 10-yard line. Finally run out of bounds at about the 11. Going to be short of the first down. Give them 4th down and about 5. Josh, you remember what our coaches used to say on screenplays? Screen! If it's too good to be true, it usually is. That pass was completed out to number 9 of the Eagles. That was Troy Jones. Give him a gain of 7 on the play. Brings up 4th down and 6, and the Eagles are going to run out number 35, Matthew McCardle, and attempt a field goal. Either way this turns out, Josh, I think this is a win as that Black Swarm started at the 30-yard line and at least forcing an attempt for a field goal here.
This last extra point took about 2.5 minutes to come down. Let's see what happens here on the field goal.
There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, aimed in the right direction, and it's going to be no good. The Black Swarm holds. What a great drive by our young men.
They have come out and just showed their dominance here, man. You're exactly right. They have done a great job coming out on the field, making some adjustments. Down 20-0. They haven't thrown in the towel yet as the offense will take the field again. 1 minute, 3 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Trojans do trail 20-0. But defense, man, has played a whole lot better. And again, tonight, Ryan, defense have been put into some situations where they did allow the Eagles to score, where they were just put out there on a short field, and so many, this Eagle offense is so good. They just have so many weapons.
All right, going to be 1st and 10. Javiel's going to turn, pitch it out wide to number 4, DeMarco Webb, and he's not going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, giving him a loss of 2 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 12.
Wow. Those linebackers are fast. They are some fast dudes. They come up in a flat. You did. I'm telling everybody, all our listening audience, all 45,000 of them.
Well, we'll take it. All right, second down, short 12 on 11. Going to bring Kendrick Carter in motion. Javier takes the snap in the pistol, rolls to his left, looking to throw. Sets his feet, and he's hit. Ball's going to fall incomplete as he was looking to throw a deep post route to number 2, Markeem Ingram. As probably a good thing he got hit there, as it just fell in no man's land. Had he let it go, it might would have been a pick.
Yeah. You know, one thing on wide receivers, and again, number 2, Markeem Ingram, I got it. We've mentioned him several times. A senior, hadn't played football in a while, basketball player. He's got to learn when he sees the quarterback in trouble, he's got to come back to the ball. He's continuing to run his route like he's been coached to do. We got to bring him back to the ball, help out that quarterback on those situations like that.
All right, Javier going to roll, going to throw the throwback and just throws it up deep. And it's going to be called by Markeem after he falls off a Eagles defender there. As that play was just, we're going to throw it as high as we can. You jump up and catch it. Markeem does. Going to be a first down for the Trojans at the 41-yard line, despite interference for the Eagles.
That's right. Yeah, both referees saw it. I saw it. You saw it. That was interference all over the place. And Markeem's still able to get up there and snatch that ball out of the air. That's what we want to see him do, man. He boxed him out, waited on the rebound, got up top, and made the catch.
Went in high pointed the ball.
That's right.
12 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Again, your Trojans trail the Eagles of North Florida Christian 20-0. Been from a defensive standpoint, a much better third quarter here. They're just going to have it 1st and 10 at our own 41-yard line. Javier's looking to the sideline. Clock ticks down, 5 seconds left, and we're just going to let this run out and head to the fourth quarter. All right, Josh, hey, good third quarter. We hold them scoreless. We'll get a little drive going, see if we can keep up the momentum. We'll be right back with all the fourth quarter action here. You're listening to Trojan Football on WJHC Talk 107.5.
Now, back to the action on Talk 107.5.
1st and 10 for the Trojans. Going to hand it off on the jet sweep to Kendrick Carter, who breaks through. Going to have enough for a first down. Finally run out of bounds, getting it in the Eagle territory at about the 44-yard line. And look at that, big play right Trojan offense.
Kendrick Carter finally able to stretch his legs there as we were able to get out of that mumble-jumble there between the offensive and defensive line. He's able to get out into the flats and put his legs to use, man. Big first down for the Hamilton County Trojans. Great way to start this fourth quarter, trailing 20-0.
All right, going to bring him in motion again. He's going to clear the center. We're going to turn and run trap with DeMarco. The Eagles running down from behind as big number 7, Michael Scott, just a junior for the Eagles, tracks him down for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
That's a big dude. He is a big dude.
As you look up and down this roster, a
lot of money being paid out? No,
No. They're mostly juniors.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. A lot of juniors. Very talented team.
All right, 2nd down and 12. Going to fake the jet sweep this time, and he's going to be hit again by Scott and drug backwards to the 50-yard line.
We'll see what happens here with the Trojan offensive line as they continue to get a little bit worn down, let's put it that way. As that Eagles defensive front able to manhandle them as we continue to go backwards. It's going to be 3rd and 16 now as the Trojans trail now down to 10.5 minutes left to go in the ball game, trailing 20-0.
3rd down, 15, moving in the wrong direction. Just got to have something good keep happening here, man.
Tell me something good.
And there it is. Oh, and it's not going to be good as DeMarco catches the screen up. I'm going to say it was incomplete.
They tried the screen. We just wasn't able to go quite high enough. As again, number 7, that was Michael Scott in the backfield. Big, tall guy. He's got to be 6'3" or so. And when he stretches out his arms, he's on up there as he was able to get his hands on the pass and get a deflection. All for naught as the screen wasn't quite set up. Trojans are going to be back out there in the punt formation. Ball rests at the 50-yard line.
Low snap. Trey picks it up. Gets an end-over-end kick that's going to be put at about the 20-yard line. A little bit of running room on that Eagles sideline. They've got a wall set up. Lots of running room. Trey Weir's the last man, and he's going to break his tackle. Keon's going to attempt to run him down, and he's not. And the Eagles are going to go in as Matthew Dickey returns the punt. About 75 yards for the Eagles score.
Well, yeah, man, that's a backbreaker right there. After he was able to get through about the first wave of Trojan defenders, there wasn't a whole lot left as Weary tried to make the tackle, just wasn't able to do it there on the sideline as he returns it all the way back for an Eagle touchdown, putting the score 26-0. Man, we talked so great about that Trojan punt team tonight, Ryan, which when you're talking so great about your punt team, you know things aren't going quite so well.
Yeah.
But they have done a good job of covering downfield. Had a little lapse there as the Eagles took advantage of it.
75-yard punt return for Matthew Dickey puts the score at 26-0. Matthew McCardle's extra point attempt is up and good. So that's going to make the score 27-0. Imagine that. You just add one to it.
That's right.
We'll be right back with the rest of the first quarter action here on WJHC Talk 107.5 after this 1 minute timeout. Your Trojans trail 27-0.
Now let's get back to the game on Talk 107.5.
All right, on the ensuing kickoff, Andrew Carter's going to field the ball at about the 18-yard line and get it out to the 39-yard line. Trojans going to have it 1st and 10 there. Josh, that was just a well-drawn-up special teams play by the Eagles to set up a wall to their sideline, and Matthew Dickey did the rest, going 75 yards for the score.
Textbook wall set up over there as that was a great return by the Eagles special teams. As when he hit the sideline, there was not a whole lot the Trojans could do with that. So got to put that one in the bank. 9 minutes, 38 seconds left to get in the ball game. Trojans do trail 27-0. As we just need something positive here. Find some positive yardage. Let's get some good things out of this football game.
The offense needs to get some points on the board, give them some confidence heading into next week.
Got a new quarterback.
It'll be number 6, Andrew Graham, who takes the direct snap and gets it close to the line of scrimmage. Going to be 2nd down and 10. New look for the Trojans with a backup quarterback, Austin Griffin, out with a head injury. Andrew's just going to get in there and run the ball. Good call.
He's doing his part, doing a great job at his safety position on the defensive side. Picked up several key tackles here tonight. So Trojans going to give him a shot there at quarterback. You got to do something around. You know, we've got injuries. Something happens to Javier. Who do you got right now? So you got to get somebody in there, get some playing time. Now seems like a pretty good time, trailing 27-0.
I think the answer is Andrew Graham. James Gandy's going to come in motion. Andrew's going to keep it. Looks to run around the left side again. He fights forward for a gain of about 4 and bring up 3rd down and 6. Good tough running there by Andrew.
That was. He was trying to get something on the outside here as he had a little bit of running room, able to pick up some positive yardage. Puts them in 3rd and manageable position. So bring up 3rd and 6. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Same place we've been
all night long.
Yeah. See if they're going to let Andrew put it in the air. They bring A.J. Altman in motion. Andrew's going to take the snap, roll to his right. Look at the throw. Nope, he's looking to run. He's going to take a big hit near the line of scrimmage, give him a gain of 1. Going to be 4th down and 5. Josh, the coaches are really high on number 64, sophomore lineman Isaiah Bristol, and he just absolutely destroyed a guy at the end of that play.
Yes, he did. He was able to get something going there as a Trojan wasn't able to move the ball forward. Andrew Graham tried to get him up a head of steam, but he ran into that proverbial brick wall that is the Eagle defense. Going to bring up a punt situation yet again.
Trey Weary enters the game to punt, and if we ever had anything like an angle kick to get it away from this guy.
Yeah, near sideline over here, this big area where there is nobody, let's aim for it right there.
All right, going to be a low spiral that hits the defender, and the Trojans are going to recover, as that was number 6, Andrew Graham, on the recovery. Good job by Trey Weary to get a punt off, and Andrew was heads up.
Andrew said, I'm not ready to give up my quarterback position yet, Coach. We're going to do a quick little, let me show you the play I've drawn up. We're going to punt it low and slow, and we're going to bounce it off one of their guys, and I'm going to get it. Coach says, all right, run it. And it worked. There we go.
Look, if you drew that up, hey, more power to you. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Trojans in Eagle territory at the 44-yard line. 7:33 left in the game. Trojans down 27-0. Andrew brings the man in motion. As Kevon going to turn and hand it to DeMarco. Nothing doing there as the Eagles driving backwards. He's going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, nothing else. 2nd down and 10.
You know, we've attempted to run the trap here tonight, Ryan. It's a little bit different with our offense. as, again, the speed of this defensive front really not able to let the play develop. I mean, we're leaving a guy open, and he's just shooting the gap. He's there.
Josh, a couple scores to pass along to you. Union County still 34-0. Madison 6-3. Andrew's going to turn and pitches it out to number 1, Kevon Webb. It's going to be complete near the 36-yard line. Going to be very close to a first down. Going to be about a yard short, as that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And congratulations to Andrew Graham, senior, as he gets his first career completion.
Hey. You know, they first throw that football off to the sideline. Listen, if you're, I just got to think if you're scouting Hamilton County, you know, you're going, gosh, they're a couple plays away. How many quarterbacks are they going to run out there?
That's right.
3rd down and 1 from the 35-yard line. Andrew takes a snap. Just a little quarterback follow from the first guy through, and there was no hole to follow him into as Andrew gets stopped. Give him a loss of 1. Going to be 4th down and 2. Do you go for it, or do you just say, hey, do that punt thing again?
No, let's go for it. Let's go for it here. 4th down, and they just continue to walk the ball backwards. We're now down to a long 3, short 4. 4th down situation here for the Trojans. Hadn't been able to convert yet tonight.
Try. Andrew's going to bring a man in motion. Going to run the option to the left, and he's going to pitch it to DeMarco Webb, who has enough for a first down. Fights off a couple of Eagle blockers. Gets it down near the 20-yard line where the Trojans are going to have it 1st and 10, and there's the DeMarco we're used to seeing run.
And the Trojan faithful who sat here through the game, Trojans trail 27-0, give their applause, as that was a great play by Andrew Graham, and DeMarco getting out there and picking up some positive yardage. First down, Hamilton County Trojans.
4th and 3, giving him a gain of 15 down to the 22-yard line.
And that play was so great, they decided to give us a water break. So with 5 minutes and 43 seconds left to go here in the ball game, your Trojans trail 27-0. But we got something going here, looking to end this game on a positive note. Coach Ryan, you got any scores to pass along?
Yeah, there's one we were talking about a minute ago. Let's see. Next week's opponent, the Tornadoes of Bradford County, lead the Blue Wave of PK Young 21-7 in the district games. The Vikings of Lowndes High lead Newton 28-0. Dixie County leads Bronson 44-0. Swanee's up 34-17. McClay trails Agape Christian 18-13. Still nothing on the LePage Jefferson County score. Madison County, last we have is 6-3 at the half. Chiefland barely over Brantford, 15-14 so far. And got a 21-7 Valdosta High score at the half. Columbia's leading Robert E. Lee 26-0.
Well, it's interesting that they've made a prediction there.
No, I'm actually the one keeping the score there on that North Florida game. All right.
Oh, okay.
1st and 10. Andrew Graham's going to roll to his right, looking to throw. Nothing doing it. He's going to be hit and sacked by half of the North Florida Christian defense back there.
Man, Andrew Graham getting all kind of career first tonight. Get his career first completion, his career first rushing yards, and now his career first getting sacked.
Yeah. Give him a loss of 4 on the play.
Yeah, I just snorted on radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still with us, we appreciate you hanging in there.
And a career first for Josh, as he just snorted on live radio.
Shout out to Dr. Ben Norris, our Trojan Football Radio Broadcast Fan of the Week. We appreciate Dr. Norris and all he's done for us. Andrew Graham's going to take the snap, rolls to his left, got it complete to number 7, Ethan Stebbins, who falls down. Got back to the original line of scrimmage, give him a gain of about 5 on the play. Looked to turn upfield and just fell. That's the year for the Trojans. Had a little bit of opening and just falls.
We do have something positive here, man. We're getting close to the Swanee Valley Tire Red Zone for the second time tonight.
Second time this drive.
Second time this drive?
Yeah.
There you go.
We were at the 22, now we're at the 21. All right, 3rd down. Andrew's going to roll to his right, looking to throw, throws it up in the air, looking for Kevon, and the ball comes out at the last second. Going to be incomplete. Give us 4th down and 10. Man, good throw by Andrew. It would have been a tough catch, but he had to get over the linebacker's head.
He had a little touch to it, threw some air up underneath it, able to get out into the flats, as just gave his wide receiver an opportunity to make the catch, and that's pretty much all you can do right there. As 4 minutes, 14 seconds left to go here in the ball game. Be sure to stick with us for the abbreviated Swanee Valley Tire post-game show. Anyway, we'll give it to First Federal Savings Bank's post-game show this week.
All right, Andrew Graham's going to turn a scramble on 4th and 10. Going to be a penalty flag as he's going to come up just short, give him a gain of 6 on the run. See what the penalty flag here is. Hopefully it'll be against the Eagles, and the Trojans will get to keep the ball.
That would be nice. Let's see what the referees come up with here as they are discussing it. 4 minutes left to go here in the ball game. as we just mentioned, be sure to stick with us.
It'll be a face mask against the Eagles, the 5-yard variety. And that should be enough for a first down. See where it ends up being spotted at. And Josh is making a weird noise with the light there. Hey, here we go. Going to be a first down for the Trojans at the 11-yard line. And Josh, we're in the Swanee Valley Tire red zone.
We are in the Swanee Valley Tire red zone. As under 4 minutes to go here in the ballgame, Trojans just looking to put their first points on the board.
Andrew's going to bring A.J. Solomon in motion. Going to take the snap, hand it off to DeMarco Webb, who hit the whole hard, and the ball comes out.
You've got to be kidding me.
And it's going to be first and 10 for the Eagles at the 5-yard line. As DeMarco had a good head of steam and was trying to fight through a tackle, and ball just pops out. Going to be first and 10 for the Eagles at the 5-yard line.
DeMarco stopped, and the ball kept going forward. Man, oh, man. That right there has just, that's been the season, right? Yeah. That has been the season. You know, it wasn't going to make a difference in the ball game, but you just want that confidence. You want to say, you know what, we continued to battle. Things went our way finally. We put some points on the board, and just like that, a fumble gives the Eagles the ball with 3.5 minutes left to go in the ball game.
Looks like the Eagles have got the young guys in, as I believe the quarterback may still be number 10, Avery Thomas. Kind of tough to see from our angle. Going to turn and hand the ball off. Black Swan's going to hit him and move him backwards to about the 3-yard line, give him a loss of 2 on the play.
Looks like that was number 9, Troy Jones Jr., a senior, in on the carry.
And number 10, Avery Thomas, still in at quarterback. Trojans not giving up, and that's all you can ask for out of these guys. A little outmanned tonight, but we're still playing hard for sure. Thomas in the shotgun, stands in his end zone. They'll take the snap, hand it off to first guy through again. That's going to be number 9, Troy Jones. And Trojans pushing backwards into the end zone. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, bring up third down and 12.
There's that forward progress rule I can't stand. Worked against us on that instance. As they did, Trojans could have drove him right through the back of the end zone if they wanted to. As looks like the Eagles had enough of that, and they're going to send the A-team back in. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the ball game. Trojans down 27-0.
All right, second down. Thomas going to turn, hand it off to not real sure who, but he gets tackled at about the 5-yard line. As that was actually number 22, Phil Gardner, a senior running back. Gets it out across the 5, giving him a gain of about 4 on the play, going to bring up 4th down and 8. Game's kind of come to a creeping halt.
Yeah, these last few minutes, man, it's just like almost the end of a NBA game. They take forever. Oh, my goodness.
Well, it's the NBA. Everybody makes a run, right? Looks like Coach Robert Kraft and the Eagles are going to let the clock run down as far as possible and call a timeout, as there's just no movement on the field. And he does exactly that with 1 minute and 50 seconds left to go. The Eagles lead your Trojans 27-0. And, you know, you hear the score, it's 27-0. You go, man, what a blowout. And it looked at times like it really could have been. But considering it was 20-0 at the half, and the only points they scored were on a beautifully executed punt return, that just the kick lined them up right. They put a great wall together, and our defense is playing well. But as has been the case all year long, our offense kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. And we had a good drive going, and DeMarco, to no fault of his own, other than holding on to the ball, he ran as hard as he could, and the guy from Northwater Christian just was able to knock the ball out. You know, you don't play for moral victories, but you got to find them in a game like that.
Right. And you speak about defensively, you know, we kind of got shell-shocked. North Florida Christian came out, bam, bam, it was 13-0, and we're like, well, what in the world just happened here? You know, but they've been able to settle down and really cause some havoc for the Eagle defense. They made some adjustments and done a good job. 1 minute 1 minute 50 seconds left to go here in the ball game. North Florida sends in the punt team.
All right, Chris Terry back to punt. He's going to roll to his right and get a high end-over-end kick that James Gainey's going to field at about the 45-yard line. He's going to kind of slow play it, look for some running room, going to reverse field, and a penalty flag is going to come out. It's going to be a block in the back against the Trojans as James is finally tackled at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, James kind of running around looking for an open seam through that punt team of North Florida Christian, he could not find one. And when you have a situation like that, you can run around all day long, but there's just nothing's going to open up. And he finally went down and going to back him up a little bit more. And it looks like it will be, waiting on the official call here. Yeah, it is going to be a block in the back against the Trojans.
All right. So march us backwards, because that's exactly what we need when your offense is struggling a little bit. So the penalty flag was thrown at the 40. Actually, it was thrown at about the 36-yard line, 37, so it's going to be back at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Trojans. What do we have here?
Well, I was just looking. Our linemen's already set, got their hand on the ball, and Andrew Graham, our quarterback, was over here on the sideline as getting the play from the coach as sends a man in motion. Andrew takes a snap, rolls to the near side, looking for somebody downfield, looking, and he's going to be sacked again, as just was nobody downfield open. Looks like that was big number 50, Nolan Kelly, in on the sack, as Andrew Graham was looking for somebody downfield, trying to make a big play. Was nothing there. Going to be a loss of, probably about 10 on the play there. Going to bring up 2nd and 20. Clock ticks down, under a minute to go here. As
Trojans moving the wrong way.
Trojans moving the wrong way. Andrew Graham, again, kind of the 4th-string quarterback, we'll call him so far. As sends the man in motion once again. Takes a snap. Identical play. Rolls near side. Looking. Can't find anybody. Decides to tuck and run. Is he able to make a couple of guys miss and at least pick up some positive yardage? We'll call him, give him a gain of about 6 on the play before North Florida does bring him down. Clock ticks down. 30 seconds left to go here in the ball game.
All right, let's see if your coach Evans, you try to run one more play, or do we just let it run down here?
Let's not. We are going to try to run one more play. Be sure to stick. Yeah, exactly. Be sure to stick with us. First Federal Savings Bank of Florida post-game show coming up right after the end of the ball game.
Trojans going to run Kevon Webb out in motion to the right. Andrew's going to step up, airs it out deep, looking for Marquine, and he's going to come down with another acrobatic catch inside the 25-yard line at about the 23.
I'm telling you, we've talked about him all night long. We talked about him in the pregame show. Marquine will be a weapon for us, play in, play out, by the end of the season. The kid's going to figure out his skills, and he is going to be a playmaker, much like he has been tonight.
All right. Trojans going to run a man in motion. Clock ticks down under 10 seconds left. Andrew's going to roll to his right. Just going to turn and fires it over the middle. It's going to be caught, and that's going to run the clock down to the end of the ball game. Kendrick Carter comes up with the catch at about the 14-yard line. So as it stands, your Trojans going to fall to the number 5 ranked North Florida Christian Eagles, 27-0 here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, Brown McGinn Field at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Good effort by the Trojans, especially in the second half. Going to come up a lot bit short tonight. Josh, talk to me for a minute, man.
Yeah, sure. Why not? It was the most lopsided game of the season for the Trojans. We brought in a very, very talented football team. As they came in here with a 2-2 record, just at 500, but those 2 losses came against some very talented. One of a 7A football team last week against Childs. So the Trojans not able to get anything going really offensively. Pretty much the most yards were gained were on that last drive there. As Markeem Ingram, pretty much the playmaker tonight, able to pick up a couple of big catches and some positive yardage. Defensively, we talked about it, Ryan. You know, we were just off our game in that first quarter. The Eagles were able to come out with a run-pass mixture of this offense that just ran like clockwork. I mean, they were a well-oiled machine, as took a while for the Trojan defense to figure it out. But once they did, they give up a touchdown in the second quarter, and but then able to hold the Eagles out of the end zone there right before halftime, and then hold them out of the end zone in the second half, except for the one punt return where, again, the Eagles set up a textbook wall, as what nothing we could do as far as that goes. Once he hit that corner of the wall, he was gone all the way into the end zone, which brought us to our final score of 27-0. Hamilton County Trojans do fall to 0-4 on the season with a lot of football left, Ron. We still got 6 football games left.
You said it best. We're still undefeated in the district.
We're still undefeated in the district, and those are the games that matter the most in this football season. Of course, you want to win every daggum football game. As Coach Stebbins, I'm telling you guys, he is a passionate football guy. He wants the best for Hamilton County football, and I feel like him and his coach staff are going to give us their best effort to right this ship As again tonight, not a whole lot went right for the Trojans, falling 27-0 to the North Florida Christian Eagles. Next week we'll be in Stark. We'll be in Stark, which is Bradford County. I'll get it right here, dude. I'm telling you. As we will take on the Tornadoes.
21-14 winners over PK Young, give them a district win on the year.
As we will face former Hamilton County coach Corey Green. I know a good friend of yours. As we'll be over there. I'm sure you'll be over there whining and dining and reminiscing before the game, so we'll have to get there early. We'll probably pull out of Jasper like 2:30. We will have our security.
Make that hour-long ride to
That's right. We will have our security detail with us next week, as our good friend Jeremy Thompson will be along for the ride. Hope you come over and join us also next week in Bradford County, Stark, Florida. Make the drive over there. Going to be a big, tough contest as your 1A Hamilton County Trojans take on the 4A Stark Tornadoes.
Josh got a couple stats to pass along to you. You want to talk about a balanced offense? North Florida Christian right there, 288 yards of offense, 144 passing, 144 rushing.
288 yards. Wow, it felt like a lot more than that.
It did. But as it stands, that was what it was. Trojans had 166 yards, 104 through the air, 62 on the ground. Your leading passer tonight, Andrew Graham, 3 of 4 for 43 yards. Javiel, 6 of 11 for 61, 1 interception. DeMarco Webb had 12 carries for 40 yards. Kendrick, 1 for 15. Javiel, 10 for 5. Melvin Brown, 2 carries, 2 yards. Andrew Graham, 8 carries, 0 yards rushing. No negative rushers tonight. That's good. Markeem Ingram led the team, 5 receptions, 81 yards. And just tonight, you're going to move on and forget Trey Weary actually had 188 yards of punting.
188 yards of punting. That's never a stat you want to.
Not at all. As it stands, again, your Trojans fall to the Tallahassee powerhouse North Florida Christian Eagles as a good football team.
Oh, yeah, they're a very good football team. Very good football team. As you're right, you got to regroup and get ready for next week. As Hamilton County Trojans, again, they're going to go back to practice, they're going to go back to work, and they're going to try their best to correct these mistakes and get things figured out. As we ask for your support, come with us over next week to Stark as Trojans take on the Bradford County Tornadoes.
And you know, we get ready. First, next home game, October 2nd, hosting the Bell Bulldogs Youth League Night. Wear your jersey, get in with a paying adult. As Trojans are going to get into district play against the Bulldogs of Bell.
A couple things we want to pass on to you. Don't forget, next Thursday night from 6 to 9 p.m., Wendy's right here at the Interstate in Jasper. All the proceeds for those 3 hours, part of the proceeds will go to the Hamilton County Trojan football program. So next Thursday night at supper, be sure to come out. It's nothing else. We will be doing the Hamilton County Trojan Coaches Show from 7 to 7:30. Myself, Ryan Mitchell, Coach Seth Stebbins, going to have some players there. And I'll tell you what we got in store for those 30 minutes. So come out and be a part of our radio broadcast next week at Wendy's, 6 to 9 p.m. Here in Jasper.
And remember to go come out to Dairy Queen tonight, as proceeds from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock will go to benefit the girls volleyball team.
I'm going to get my hot eats and cool treats right as soon as we wrap up tonight. So
you take care of my hot eats and cool treats tonight. We'll be friends forever. All right, wrapping things up here at Hamilton County. Your Trojans fall to the Eagles of North Florida Christian, 27-0. We'll be coming to you live again, as Josh mentioned, from Wendy's next Thursday night, 7 o'clock, with the Hamilton County head coach Seth Stebbins' Coaches Show. And then turn around the next night, we'll be in Stark, Bradford County, to take on the Tornadoes. Pre-game show starts at 7 o'clock. So for Josh Altman and myself, Ryan Mitchell, here at the stadium, for Jerome Carter running the boards back at the studio, we want to tell you good night, God bless you, and how about them Trojans?